Hey there, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, another stream, and I have my special guest here, Fabio Danger Powers.
Yes.
He is not back. He took his time. Very nice to do a stream and maybe once in a while to do this.
Of
Uh,
course.
so a lot of fun to be had. Uh, while people come in, I even have a lot of, hey there, Lucas, hope you're doing well. But I have a few questions for you.
Uh-oh.
Well, first off,
Interrogation time.
before this, you talked about the Halloween stream I did with Dead Pit,
Mm-hmm.
and they mentioned how they went to the Monroeville Mall on the screening of Dawn of the Dead. So, what are your thoughts on 2027? Because Walmart bought it, they're going to be tearing it all down. Had you ever been to the mall?
Unfortunately, no. But now that they're going to demolish it, I have to go at least one time. I mean, I would probably do like a long weekend or something. And I have family and friends in the area, so at least I could go up and see them. But I've never been. But now, yeah, I have to go. But it's stupid. Like I get it. It's a mall. It's an old mall. Um, but they could just they can just turn the whole mall into a museum, and they can do tours, and they can make money, and they don't have to get rid of it. Like, it's really not that hard. I did hear that they were trying to do that. They were trying to get it recognized as a historical landmark so they can't tear it down and stuff. I don't know if they're still trying or that's not going to happen, but like, I get it, it's a shopping mall, but you could do something with it and preserve it. Like, we don't need any more Walmarts. You know what I mean? But yeah, it sucks that they're getting rid of it in 2027. But yeah, I'll definitely, maybe during the summer when the weather's nice, I'll get up there and go check out because I know they do have a museum, like a small museum inside of it. I don't know if they used to do tours back in the day. I don't know if they still do that anymore, where they took you around and they showed you where they shot all the
Yeah,
different.
they still do the tours. They
Yeah.
went on the tour as well. I
Cool.
forget the guy's Travis. I forget the guy's name, but he's known for doing that. And I guess this next one, there'll be like a convention. I think it's supposed to be like a big Dawn of the Dead reunion as much as they can with the people who are alive and stuff. So I just made sense because it'll be the last one. But yeah, I think they still do the tours.
Cool. I definitely want to go up there before it's gone and take a look and see what they got. But yeah, it's just stupid. Again, we don't need any more Walmarts. We have like here where I live, we have two Walmarts and a Sam's Club, and they're all the Sam's Club is across the street from the Walmart, and then the other Walmart is 5 minutes. We don't need any more. Okay, we don't need any more fucking Walmarts. Bring back Kmart. God damn it.
But hi to everyone in the chat. A lot of people have a lot of nice things. Everyone saying hey to you.
I'm not dead, okay? Like, there were people that thought I died. I'm like, I'm not dead, okay?
No, not dead. We're all doing what we're all doing, living it day by day.
It's right. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not dead.
But yeah, how was your Halloween, by the way?
It was good. Just relaxed, watch a bunch of movies, just chilled out. It was great. And actually October we got really busy with work, so I was working a good bit of October and went camping like we usually do, and yeah, just chilled and relaxed.
Very cool. But yeah, a lot of people just saying hi. Don't get me started on the food stamp thing.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess for folks, I'll talk quickly about what I saw today because that'll be a future review I'll do. Karate Kid Legends.
Oh, can't wait.
It's mostly the same movie. A kid moves to another place, meets a girl, there's a bully, there's a tournament at the end, you know.
How many times have we seen this?
The one interesting thing it was a terrible movie. The one interesting thing I'll say, there was a subplot where the kid is teaching Joshua Jackson a bit of kung fu because he used to be a boxer and he wants to have one more match. So he's teaching him a little bit of to be a little bit more adaptability, a little bit more like moving on your feet. If
Joshua
that was a different movie and not Karate Kid at all, maybe they could have worked.
Mighty Ducks, Joshua Jackson.
Yeah.
I hope they paid him well.
Like that subplot that was nothing to do with the Karate Kid was like the better part, but then Rob Macchio was forced in there and all this other stupid shit. But anyway, well, you guys hear about that much more later. Yeah, I forgot it existed before when I got the request.
Because it didn't make any money. It made like $3.
I doubt he saw the Stream 7 trailer because no, who cares?
Actually, I did see it.
Oh, okay.
Because I was just scrolling through on YouTube and it popped up, and I'm like, oh, God. All right, I have to watch it. I got to get it out of the way. I'm like, what the fuck is this? The house is an Airbnb, and then they get killed in the first. Jimmy Tatro gets killed in the first 5 minutes, and then I think it's what's her name? McKenna Grace is Sydney's daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like an action movie now because they're ripping off the David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy, and then they gave it away that Matthew Lillard is going to be in it because they put his voice in at the end. I'm like, well, you just ruined your only surprise that you had. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I'll just go watch the first one.
Just needs the ammo belt.
Yeah, right, because they think, well, we'll just put a bandolier on people and it'll be like Rambo.
Netflix Chainsaw with the Sally character.
Same shit, yeah.
You just need the ammo belt.
Yeah, because that's what they think. Just that makes them look cool. Well, it makes Stallone look cool. It don't make you look cool.
I saw it. Thank you, Lucas. Fabio, aside from Time Force, Matt has already seen. If you had to pick one season, I guess for me to watch a Power Rangers for my first time, you take the Lost Galaxy. So I guess since I'm not as knowledgeable on Power Rangers as you are, is there a season of Power Rangers from any of the shows that you go, you know what, this is worth a watch?
Other than Time Force, I'd probably say In Space. Because they got serious because it was supposed to be the last season and they brought people back and they blew a lot of shit up. So, yeah, I'd probably say if it had to be one, In Space.
Okay. Cool. Hey there, Max Powell. You're asking what's your favorite Edgar Wright movie? How about you first? Do you have a favorite Edgar Wright movie?
Hot Fuzz.
Good one. I'd probably say Shaun of the Dead. I don't look forward to The Running Man.
No.
But
apparently Arnold loved it.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Arnold, and he was like, I hate when people remake my movies, but they did this one right. I'm like, yeah, okay. You said that about Conan. You said that about Total Recall. Well, wait a year and see what happens.
Hey there, Sean. Yep. Always great to see him. Yeah.
Thank you.
And hey there, Sabian. Jonathan Sanko. I did review Weapons already. If you're interested, it's on the channel. Did you ever hear about the film?
I heard about it. I didn't see it. I don't plan on watching it. I don't care. I heard it was not that good. I heard it was overhyped.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. And the other video you did recently about like the year so far has been one of the most disappointing years. Yeah, I agree. So, um, why would I don't even know if I watched anything that came out this year except no Snow White because that was a paid request. That was awful. There was 5 people in the theater total. Yeah,
Wish she defended recently
was,
because she's like, it's #1 on streaming. So she defended it.
Is it? I saw Minecraft. Minecraft was annoying, but it's the highest grossing movie in America. That says a lot. Another remake of Lilo and Stitch and Superman and Jurassic Park. It's like, do people get tired of this shit or is it just us?
Sure, I'm in the same way.
You watch the same movies over. Yeah, but it's that movie. It's not the 5th version of that movie. Like, come on.
So Brad's saying his Walmart used to be his favorite place to buy physical media, but they don't have as many shelves in the movie aisle now, and the $5 bins keep getting removed and put back. Is it anyway like that in your area?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we got 2 Walmarts. The one, which is the one I don't like to go to because it's on the shitty side of town, they have more physical media there, but most of it is just garbage. It's all this direct-to-video crap or it's stuff I already have. I don't need it. The one closest to here, that's right. They only have like the one aisle, but they don't have much in it. It's, yeah, I agree. They don't have what they used to have. Because I remember as a kid going to Walmart, that was like one corner of the store, and they had 2, 3, 4 aisles, and they had end caps and this and that. It's not like that anymore. But physical media is back. Well, it never went anywhere. That's the other thing that's been going on. All these people on here and elsewhere that have no idea what they're talking about. They just do it for the clicks. They just do it for the likes. They don't know anything. I know CK alluded to that when he did the video about the Good Times Halloween DVDs. And I agree because I remember when those came out, and he said it in the video, goes, some of you here on YouTube are talking about this stuff, and you weren't alive when this came out. Agreed. So there's that. And it's just like, okay, enough. But it never went anywhere. It was always cool, but all these weirdos on the internet, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. Don't know anything. Sorry, that's the first rant.
No, I fully agree. Walmart here, there is no more $5 bins. They took that away. And then the movies that they have, the new stuff, I mean, with the way movies are today, it's really not much to buy.
Right.
I'm really that interested in. Or the stuff I am interested in, they don't release in the U.S., like Life After Fighting. So...
yeah, actually, I was at Walmart about a month ago. Yeah, it was early October. I got the Wayans Brothers complete series because I was like, cool. And then I got Deadpool and Wolverine, but that was it. Everything else was either stuff I already had or it was junk or whatever, stuff I'm not interested in.
Nah, I perfectly understand that. Which would like, thank you, Bobby. He always likes bringing up these scenarios. I'm Captain Lawn Stocking. Well, I got some lawn stuff, but I can't show it on YouTube. Fabio is Officer Clean. I don't know who that is.
What kind of gun do I get?
Whatever you want. What gun do you want?
All of them. All the guns. Because you can never have too many.
Mike is Officer Klein. I think you meant CK as Thunder Carlson, and Uncle Bill as Bloom the Burglars. Hey, I mean... I don't know. He has a new house, so it took him forever to. It's funny. He told me Uncle Bill, like, he moved in and they put stuff for his toilet. The next day, it started leaking.
Yeah, he talked about it on the stream.
I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And thank you, Freddie. You've probably been asked this before, but you're going to try out Halo Evolve since it's coming out on the PS5. Nice to see you, Fabio, by the way.
The original Halo, or is it a new Halo?
I guess they're it's like a remake,
Oh,
I guess, of Halo. I've never played Halo. I never had an Xbox growing up. I don't know much about. I know who Master Chief is, but because I never played the game, I'm not knowledgeable on it. I'll wait for how people say that game is, because I mean it's interesting. That was the news, is that Halo was the Xbox kind of mascot in a way, and now it's the play on the PlayStation, which is interesting. Did you grow with the original Xbox?
No, I never had. Well, I didn't have one growing up. I had one briefly because a friend of mine didn't want it anymore, but it was only the system. It had no controllers, no games, no cables. I said whatever. So I think I gave it to somebody. But I had friends that had Xbox. Yeah, I'd play Halo and stuff like that. But it's cool. It's just I never got crazy about it because I never had Xbox.
Of the few bits that you did play of it, was there a game that stood out that you went, "Oh, that was pretty good," or "That one I like quite a bit"?
Well, Project Gotham Racing is pretty cool. Those games because they're Xbox exclusives. Other than that, not really, because most of the stuff came out on the other systems anyway.
So what was it about Project Gotham Racing that stood out to you? Was it the controls? Was it just the way it felt?
The design I always thought was pretty cool, and yeah, the controls are a little nicer than some of the other racing games out there, but it was nothing to make me want to go out and buy one. My brother did. He did. He had one for a week and then he took it back. He's like, "Fuck this," and he traded it in for a PlayStation 4.
And I'll answer this for you. No, he's not coming back unless YouTube brings back his channel. He'll think about it, but he's not coming back. But he's nice enough to come on here. Maybe once in a while, come on here as well. So that is pretty damn cool as well. But no, he's not coming back. So, but thank you, frame by frame.
Right. I mean, yeah. Again, you or Mike or whoever, if they want to have me on a stream, that I will do. I can't say no to you guys. I can't say no to that.
So. I appreciate that.
But as far as me coming, no, until that gets settled and they restore everything and people stop acting like a bunch of bitches, I'll come back. Other than that, no. But as long as people are going to complain, I'm not coming back. What's up, Rich?
I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well too, Rich. Well, another thing I'll ask you about real quick. Well, not real quick, but it's my stream. I'll take my time.
It's your show.
I have to get your opinion on Stream Factory. Now that their website's gone, it's gone to Groove.
Groove, yeah.
Your thoughts on all that shebang?
It's what they get for re-releasing all this shit on 4K with no new extra features. But no, I mean, yes, but they did it to themselves. I mean, they spent all that money on titles and production and time and everything on titles that people don't want, or just re-releasing stuff on 4K. So they probably were so far in the red. They were like, we don't have a choice. We got to sell this thing, or we got to partner up or whatever. So I'm not surprised. And all the drama, like just seeing people, they're selling. No, they're not selling. No, I have a well-placed source. And I'm like, okay. And guess what? You were all wrong because they sold it all for now they're partners or whatever. Like just, instead of opening your mouth before something is announced, just wait. Just wait, and they'll tell you what's going on. And they did, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So, whatever. That's what you get. And then your customer service was horrible, and the greasy cases and all this other stupid shit and broken. Like, one of them, The Evil That Men Do with Charles Bronson. When I got that, the case was broken. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So that's what they get. Good. I'm glad. But everybody was just losing their minds over it. Same with the Elm Street 4K. People's heads blew up like the Nazis at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark over that and the Night of the Living Dead. And I'm just like, whatever, man. Do you. But calm down, people. Good God. So, but that's what they get. And they didn't do any features for Time Cop, so that didn't help either. So hopefully Arrow will pick up Time Cop since it's a Warner Brothers title and put some features on it, which is funny because I just ordered the German Blu-ray, and the German Blu-ray has features from back in the day, but it's better than nothing. Not going to do features for Time Cop. What the hell is wrong with you? It's Van Damme's biggest movie.
And then, ironically, apparently on the End of Days, he does talk about Time Cop.
So you get him for End of Days, but you were too lazy to get him to do just an interview about Time Cop. Okay.
And he talks about Time Cop on the End of Days interview.
From what I heard, also Sudden Death, and he said they were great. Okay, well, so then Kino couldn't get him for Sudden Death?
Kino doesn't do a lot of features unless it's like a commentary from some guy I've never heard of.
Yeah, the film historians. Well, you're a film historian. I'm a film historian. Get me for a commentary. These idiots, all they do is make fun of the movie. No, like I don't care what you have to say. You don't like the movie.
And yeah, it was crazy for a bit. Like on their website, they were selling stuff like fairly cheap, and yet I still didn't buy anything.
Yeah, I was pissed because End of Days was $20, and then it was out of stock, and I'm like, okay, sure it was.
Can't be too out of stock. It's up there right now again.
And I was gonna get it, and then it went back up in price. I'm like, no, fuck that. I'll just go on eBay and get it.
Oh, real quickly, thank you, Frame by Frame.
Didn't watch it. I'm never gonna watch it. I don't care.
So I'll ask you this: Warner Brothers, the way they're in trouble, and now all these people are Netflix, Paramount, they're yapping at the bits to try to buy Warner Brothers. Do you think one day Warner Brothers will be sold?
Yes, because it happens with every studio. Eventually, they all get sold. Universal got sold back in the day to Comcast, who owns it. Well, actually, before that, they were owned by Seagram's, the soda company. And then they sold again. So every studio gets sold because they reach a point where they're not bringing in enough money than they're spending. And that's what Warner Brothers, they spent, what, billions at this point on all these superhero movies because each of them costs $200 million to make. So you make 5 of them, there's $1 billion. They're so far in the red, they have to sell. It's same shit with Shout Factory. Because you're not making any money. You're spending money like it's going out of style. So that's what you get. And then they don't want to, you can make money if you license your products or you release your older movies, which is what they don't want to do. But it's because they're stupid. That's why. It's true. What's the other explanation? They're stupid. Let's make another Superman. Let's make another Batman. Let's do this. No, why don't you look at what you have and try to maximize profit there and then use that money? Okay, now we can try something. Or, maybe not have everything cost $200 million to make. You ever think of that? You ever think maybe start there?
No, we gotta make a Clayface movie.
Yeah, because that's what people want to watch.
So then I'll have a follow-up. If you had a guess, who do you think may buy Warner Brothers? If you have made a guess,
I would say if it was up to me, I think Paramount, because they got, number one, they got more money than Netflix, and number two, ironically enough, Warner Brothers does own Paramount sold off some of their movies to Warner Brothers when they were putting them out on DVD and Blu-ray. Because like the Brady Bunch, if you get like the later pressings, it has the Warner Brothers logo on the disc and stuff. So they already have some kind of interest in there. Paramount probably would do it. But then if they did do that, they would be considered a monopoly because they already own, I think, Republic Pictures. They own some smaller studio. Actually, Dimension. They bought, I think, most of the Dimension catalog. So there's that. And then if they buy Warner Brothers, then they're a monopoly. Oh, but when Disney does it, it's okay. So, yeah. In case people were wondering, my thoughts on Disney haven't changed.
I'm wondering who's going to buy Lionsgate because they sued their fucking gets sold.
Well, I think Paramount owns some of their movies too, if I'm not mistaken. It's so weird how that ends up happening because they bought Dimension when they were still a thing, was the Weinsteins, and then he sold it to Paramount because he needed money for all his legal stuff. So Paramount owns a good chunk of the Dimension catalog, which is weird. So they own all the Scream movies. They own 3 of the Halloween movies. They own all the Hellraiser sequels except 2. So yeah, it's strange how that ends up happening sometimes.
I guess the only reason I thought of Lionsgate is because recently they bought Millennium Films to fully own Rambo and Expendables.
Yeah.
Because they want to do more stuff with them,
Of
apparently.
course, because they're in the red. The same thing. Lionsgate had all these flops. They need the money. So what do? Let's make a prequel. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's make another Expendables. Did they not watch 3 and 4?
If they did, I don't blame them. I wish I didn't either.
I agree. Fuck the Dodgers. They cheated.
So I don't know much about the game. Is there something about the game that's
there was a bunch of shitty calls and they got an out and they counted as a run, but then they zoomed in the frame and the guy that caught the ball, his foot was already on home plate, so they were already out and they still counted as a run. So the Blue Jays technically did win, but they made all these shitty calls and everything because it's all corrupt. Just like every other sport. Look what's going on with football right now. It's all the gambling and everything. Everybody's getting in trouble. Well, I wonder why.
You mentioned the Elm Street 4K. Is that something you would think of getting one day? The basic one?
No, because it has 2 new interviews. There's one with Robert Englund, and then I don't know who's on the other one. I mean, the only thing intriguing to me is the uncut part 5 in HD, but I'm pretty sure if I look around online somewhere, I can find that already. But I'm not spending now it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to get it because people are flipping them on eBay for twice the price. I have no interest. And then, they only made 15,000 copies. They did that shit on purpose. They did that on purpose. I have no interest. They should have gave it to somebody else. They should have licensed it off. Somebody that would have put I get it. What more could you do with the document? Why not commentaries? Robert Englund does a commentary for each movie. He's never done that except for the first one. I think the first one was the only one he did a commentary for. But somebody else would have done a better job with it and made more than 15,000 copies. But people just lost their minds about that. I just couldn't believe they got all upset over that. It's okay. If you don't get it right, it's fine. Just breathe. Relax. Breathe through your nose, not your mouth. Just calm down.
Yeah, like on the flip side, like the Night of the Living Dead one, which you mentioned, I was thinking of it that I saw it was all sold out. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll wait till it comes back one day. I'm sure eventually, if they sold that much,
they'll make more because Sony owns that outright. It's the only because it was 20th Century Films or whatever the company was that Menahem Golan got as a parting gift for Canon Films. That's the only movie in that library that's not owned by MGM. So Sony owns that outright. They'll probably make more. They'll I don't know about a steel book. That's the other thing. Why does everything have to be a steel book? Why are people going crazy over steel books? They rust after a while. I have some that rust. Like, come on now. What are y'all getting crazy about the steel books for? Chill. Like, not everything needs to be in a steel book. I just want the movie, okay? I like the movie. That's why I don't buy it because of the packaging. I buy it because I like the movie, because I'm normal. But
By Garfield Kids in 4K.
oh, fuck that. Who's going to buy that?
CK.
Yeah, he will. He's the only one.
Real quick, like, before these disappear, thank you, Lucas. Well, I don't have the latest Let's Play. John had requested just 2 parts of Deus Ex. That was fun. I beat Rambo on PS3. That was atrocious. I fucking hate that game.
I can't wait to watch. I was waiting until you finished it, and then I'll go and watch it. Yeah.
It's 5 parts. It was fucking atrocious. I hate it. Worst PS3 game I've ever played. And Lucas, currently I'm playing one of your requests, the DC Lado. I've done 4 parts so far. I'll record some tomorrow or the next day. So just stay tuned. But thank you, Lucas. I do appreciate it, man. Thank you. He wants to come back as Freddy. I hope not. Robert England, just be retired. It's fine.
Too old.
But yeah, hey to everyone. Sorry if I missed you. I apologize. Diane Keaton. Now, your thoughts on Diane Keaton? Someone asked Diane Keaton's your favorite movie, but I know she recently passed away. Any thoughts on Diane Keaton as an actress?
I always liked her work. I always thought she did a good job. My favorite movie, probably Godfather 2. I love the scene at the end when she's going on about what really happened to the baby, and Al Pacino wanted to kill her, but he couldn't. The kids were in the other room. But no, I always really enjoyed her work. Yeah, I'll wait, because what's going to happen is Sony's probably going to reissue it in regular packaging or whatever. And then eventually the prices are going to come down because people are going to put them on eBay for $127 and no one's going to buy them. And then they'll come down. What was the movie? Oh, Manhunter. I looked. That was $100 on eBay, the cheapest for the Scream Factory. I'm like, no, I'll wait. I'm not paying $100. I like the movie, but I'm not paying $100 for it. You're out of your mind.
No,
I'll buy it on VHS for $5 and be happy.
that's a good deal.
Right. Will Ferrell, Matthew Lillard, when I met him, yeah, he was nice, but I know he said something stupid recently because, of course, he did, and I'm like, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Nip B, no, I'm not going to fund the Kickstarter for the Fangoria magazine book because I don't trust any Kickstarter.
Yeah, I did see that because I know CK was talking about it. I'm like, it looks cool, but no, I'm not spending all that money, and then what if you don't get it?
And hey there, Chibi. Sorry I didn't say hi to you. The Star Fox Adventures, that request was only for 1 or 2 parts. I didn't get any more requests for that. If I do, sure. If not, it's no worries. I'll live. But that was still nice. It was interesting, but I miss actually flying a spaceship. It was different, but I miss the other stuff. And hey there, Sean. Hope you're doing well.
Hey. A Tenchi fan, I keep trying to appeal the decision. See, because YouTube fucked up because they only gave me a strike and then they terminated my channel. They're supposed to give you 3 strikes. They never gave me strike 2 and strike 3 because they said there was substantial evidence. Why? Because I made fun of random people on the internet? Excuse me. But I keep appealing it like every couple of weeks. And I keep getting the same answer. But I think every couple of months it resets. That's what I was told. I don't know how. And that's the other thing. So many people tried to tell me, this is what you should do. You should do this. You should do that. I'm like, do you work for YouTube? No. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So, sorry.
No. Feel free. That's why I didn't say anything because I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what I was talking about. So, but YouTube stopped being a stuck-up ass.
Exactly.
But thank you, Bobby. What do you think? Watching sports and playing sports would get different feelings like watching sports. If you watch sports, be boring. But if you play with friends like Fabio or
Yeah.
exercise routine, it's fun.
Unless you're watching it live. I'm watching it at home. It's not exciting. If you're there watching it live, then yes, it's exciting.
What was the last one you saw live?
We went to a couple Orioles games over the summer.
And how was that?
They suck. Got their asses kicked.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question, Bobby, I mean, I would suck at football. I would be out of breath pretty quickly. But the experience in being with like Fabio and like Efri, other people, that experience would be one for the memories. And that's the importance of today is the memories. That would be worth it. So, absolutely.
Mortal Kombat 2 getting delayed. It's because that trailer came out and everybody shit all over it, so they're doing reshoots. That's why I got delayed.
Hey there, Brian. Hope everything's going well in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Have never been there. Hope everything's nice there. Yeah, you're lucky. You did have to experience Axum. Exactly.
I didn't have to experience a lot of things. So
I would. But funny enough, I think that'll be Friday Night Live's Axum commentary because I don't make Uncle Bill and Mark watch it.
Yeah.
And laugh at it. And thank you, Lucas. Yeah, I enjoy it. And Lucas, that'd be fine. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Lego games. I mean, after a while, they get a bit repetitive because I didn't grow up with Lego games, but they're fun for what they need to be. So thank you, Lucas. I appreciate it.
Hi.
Now, yeah, I've heard the Day of the Jackal show on Peacock. Haven't seen it, Clayton.
I don't care. I don't care. If I want the Jackal, I'll go watch the Bruce Willis version.
I did hear apparently a Better Tomorrow 2, they found a work print, a work print of it, which is cool.
I'll just wait till, because Arrow is going to put him out all the John. I'll wait till they do it because Sitting on Fire, they put more features on it. The only thing that's not on there is the Bay Logan commentary because we're not allowed to talk about Bay Logan. It's because his commentary. We're not allowed to listen to his commentaries anymore, guys, because he's evil or whatever. So yeah.
Is the movie Deadly Friend with Chrissy Swanson worth picking up? Not for me.
It's okay. I recently watched it for the first time. It's not amazing, but it's okay. I mean, unfortunately, they cut a lot of it out.
Yeah. I mean, the basketball scene is pretty cool.
Yeah. If you want to see Mama Fratelli get a basketball through her head, then yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, though, about... Well, you were nice enough in your words about my video on action stars of today. To follow up on that, what do you think is the future of action? Like, what can be done, if anything?
I don't think anything can be done, to be honest. And it's not for the lack of trying. It's because the studios, Hollywood, whatever, they don't want to do anything. They want to keep staying where the money is going to be. But the problem is nobody's paying to see this shit anymore. Superhero movies, and I said it. Nobody wanted to believe me, but I said it. I said after Avengers Endgame, when that movie came out, I said after this, people are going to give up. People don't want to see them, and I was right. So superhero movies aren't making money anymore. I mean, they'll do these remake like Running Man. Like, is anybody really excited about a Running Man remake? No, not me. They don't want to build up stars. They don't want to create something because they look at those movies as, like you said, it's old. It's an old hat. They're cheesy. This is not my words because I don't think that, but this is what people say. They're cheesy, they're corny, they're goofy, they're stupid. It's this, it's that. Why would Arnold? It doesn't make any sense. Why would he rip the pole off of the wall and then throw it to the guy? Because it's fun and it's entertaining. And those were the comic book movies of their day. Those are my kind of comic book movies, and you too, and many other people. But they look at those movies. That's like my dad watches that stuff. And these kids that whatever here, TikTok, it's the same shit. You see all these podcasts and all this shit. Oh yeah, that's my dad loves all that stuff. But it's so goofy, it's so stupid that's not realistic. You can't put a grenade in a door and then the guy opens the door and then it blows. Well, actually you could because of the fuse, but these people don't know what they're talking about. So anyway, but they look at it, it's stupid and it's old and it's cheesy and it's corny and they don't want to watch that stuff. And also it's because people can't pay attention anymore. When you watch a film that comes out today, these are how the cuts are because they want that 5-10 seconds. They don't want to do long shots and stuff, which a lot of those movies have, because you have to see the explosions. You have to see him pick up the knife and then throw it. It's not all quick. But I don't think they want to go back to that. And a lot of these younger people, they don't know what, again, like I said earlier about the physical media stuff. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know anything. They don't want that. I do. I mean, Life After Fighting was great. I thought that movie was fantastic. That was as old school gets. Excuse me. But also, you look at guys like Arnold and Stallone and Van Damme, like, they came from, martial arts or bodybuilders, they were believable. Like, you believed that they were going to do this. And that's what people went to go. They didn't go see Predator because it was Predator. They went to see Predator because it had Arnold and Jesse Ventura and Carl Weathers. People went to see Rocky because it was Stallone. Who today, you don't go see a movie because of an actor. You see X-Men because it's X-Men. You see Spider-Man because it's Spider-Man. It's a different guy. You don't see it for the actor, the spectacle. That's the other problem is you don't have movie stars anymore. You don't see Mission Impossible because you see it's because it's Tom Cruise. He's going to do all this crazy shit. You don't have that anymore. I think Anthony Mackie said it in an interview. He goes, you see Captain America because it's Captain America. You don't see it because it's me. You see it because it's the character. And that's true. When you see it back in the day, before he lost his damn mind, Steven Seagal, you went to go see Under Siege because he was in it, not because it was called Under Siege. And the other thing, what is this shit with people hating on Under Siege 2 all of a sudden? Now it's like, it's the worst movie ever. I'm like, are you kidding me? Even the worst Seagal movie? Have you seen the direct-to-video stuff? So it's a lot of things. In the late 90s, early 2000s, when those movies died off, it's because the superhero movies started coming into play. CGI started coming into play. It's like, okay, now we can just do this and do that and add this here, and you can put muscles on a suit, and that there was no reason for people to look like Arnold or Stallone or Chuck Norris or Van Damme anymore. It's like, well, we can just CGI that in, and we can just build a suit, and it's like, oh, well, now it's the spectacle and what we can do with effects. And Arnold and Stallone and they were the special effects because you wanted to go see them blow shit up and shoot people, and that's what you were going to get. Now it's not believable. You mean to tell me that a Marvel film is more believable than, Die Hard? Or that's the other thing. When Die Hard came out, oh, it's the most realistic action film. Yeah, because I was actually thinking about this earlier today. I can tie a fire hose around me, jump off of a building, slam into the building and the weight of the hose won't fly off, and it just happens to fly off when I shoot the glass. And right, okay, it's a movie, it's fantasy. Or Jackie Chan, like, oh well, of course it's not believable, but Jackie Chan can fly in the air and jump up and do. Well, no shit, because it's a movie. But you mean to say that a Jackie Chan movie is more real? Like, come on, people. But it's a lot of different things. And like you said, Novocaine, I actually quite liked that film. Did I think it was amazing? No, but nobody went and saw it. When they do try to make those movies, people don't see it because people don't care. They don't want to see that. They don't know what the hell they want now, but they just want the same shit over and over and over again. And I guess you could argue eventually that's what the action genre became. It was just the same, a different actor, but I don't necessarily agree with that because a Stallone movie is different from a Van Damme movie. An Arnold movie is different from a Chuck Norris movie. It is what it is, but I like those, and if you don't, that's cool. But a lot of people, you can't deny it. A lot of people paid to see those movies, and you have to think about it. Back in the day, tickets were cheaper, so more people went to go see those movies. What was the movie I just saw? I can't remember, and it was like 1 million ticket sales. But that was back then. I'm like, so 1 million people paid to go see that movie. Could that happen today? Probably not. I don't care what the movie is, but if a movie came out today, do you think that 1 million people will buy a ticket to go see that movie? No. Because now tickets are $20 in some places, so there you go. But yeah, it's a lot of different things, but it's just people, I think, today don't care enough to want to see that again.
To piggyback on that, funny enough, also the idea that, because someone was asking about your thoughts on Black Phone 2, Chainsaw Man. The Chainsaw Man was interesting. I haven't seen the movie, of course. That was like number one or so at the box office. So you see more of these animes like K-pop, Chainsaw Man being number one, and every movie's flopping. I haven't seen the Smash Machine, but that flopped.
It was a huge flop.
The Roof Man with Channing Tatum, even the Leo DiCaprio film, one battle after another. So you see all these films flopping, and even the box office, like a film that gets number one is not much. So tell your thoughts on this dying box office. It's similar to a lot of stuff you already said, where not only the ticket prices, but just seems like the lack of interest to go to the theater because of streaming and all this other stuff. And just some of your thoughts on that whole fact that you see all these films bomb.
Yeah, well, again, ticket price. Yeah, well, to be fair, there has never been a truly successful Tron film.
Yeah,
the first movie, because of merch and because of home video, eventually made money. But when the original Tron first came out, it was considered a flop because it cost so much to make.
Yeah,
and I don't think it even broke even. At least in America, I don't think it broke it. But that doesn't make any sense. You have a trilogy of movies, and none of them have made money. Why do you keep making them? You and Stuntman Mark, Practical Magic 2. The first one flopped. Why are you making a sequel to this? Vin Diesel's doing Last Witch Hunter 2. Nobody fucking watched that movie. Why are you making a sequel to it? But number one, it is ticket prices. Why are ticket prices $12, $15, $20 plus dollars? If you have a family, it's going to cost you $100 just to get in. Sorry, then you got to pay for snacks. Is there really anything that comes out that makes you want to go to the theater to watch it? No. Me, if I go to the theater, which is very rare, it's because it's a re-release. They put the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies back in. Me and my brother went to go see the first one.
Jaws. How much money Jaws made?
Yeah, Ninja Turtles did very well to where they kept it in the theater for a month. And it still consistently made money, and that's why they're re-releasing Secret of the Ooze, which I will be there for that. But there's nothing out there that people want to see, and half the time they're doing this because I see it, playing on their phone,
In
They're
the
not paying
theater?
attention. They're up and down 20 times because everyone's stupid or whatever.
You saw in the theater them on their phone?
Yeah, people. Because I always sit in the back for many reasons, and I just see everybody on their phone. I'm like, then why are you here? Why did you spend the money to come to? You had to spend money. You had to get in the car to get here for you to play on your phone. Sit at home and do it. When Ninja Turtles, I sat in the back of the theater. There was like, yes, the entire time the people were in front of me just on their phone. Why? What are you fucking doing? Just sit at home and see. This is why I do this, because I get all fired up. Why? And then you want to sit there and you want to talk to the person that's next to you. You could do that shit later. Everybody's annoying. Everybody's loud. We went to see Spider-Man. There was a family behind us. They came in late. They were loud. They kept talking. I went up to go to the bathroom. I told my brother, I said, when I come back, I'm sitting up front because I paid to see the movie. I paid to hear the movie. I did not pay to hear people talk. It's just like, they don't have a babysitter. So the parents drop these kids off at the theater and they just go from movie to movie and nobody pays attention and they don't pay for a ticket. So, yeah, ticket prices, people are on their phones. Nobody pays attention. There's nothing worth seeing. And I know people are like, well, are movie theaters going to die? I'm like, I don't know if they're going to die, but they're going to have to change their business model. You got 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Me and my brother went to go see Clue. There was 30 minutes of trailers before the movie started. Me and him are looking at each other like, is this fucking movie going to start or what? I got up, went to the bathroom. The trailers were still playing. What the fuck? Why? And then the theaters are like, why aren't we making any money? Because you keep driving people away. That's why. It costs you got to take out a loan just to go see a fucking movie. And then just wait for streaming. Wait for Netflix. Wait for this. Wait for that. But then, even then, they don't want to do that. They just put Netflix on, and they put the movie on, and then they leave. It's like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So if you've never seen a movie before, whether you're watching it in the theater or at home, you just put it on and you leave and then you come back and try to piece it together. No wonder people don't know what they're talking about. Well, I got up 12 times. I don't really know what's going on. Well, you have to, it's visual. Okay? A movie is visual. I know this is hard for people to understand. You have to pay attention. You ain't gonna figure it out. Like, Jesus Christ. This is why I don't go. I can't deal with all this.
Yeah, if it wasn't trailers, it'd be advertisements for local businesses.
Same shit. Yeah, it was come buy our pool supplies and come do. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
If you could make a guess, you said people were on their phones during the Ninja Turtle screening.
Yep.
If you had to make a guess, a percentage of the people that had their phones, what percentage of people would you say?
Well, with that one, it was me, and it was like 5 other people.
Oh,
because I went at the matinee. I'm like, well, it was a Friday. I'll go to the matinee. There probably won't be many people there. There was like 5 other people there, 6 other people. They were on their phone probably 50% of the time. From the time that they sat down to the time that the movie ended. I'm like, what are you doing? Nothing can be that important. That's like me. People get mad, well, you don't respond to my message. After like dinner time, if it's not an emergency or you don't need it, I will wait till tomorrow. It's not that important. I'm trying to get better at certain things. Again, unless you're dying, I'm probably not going to answer the phone. I don't constantly need to be on my phone, okay? I don't, well, what do you think of this movie? What do you think? This can wait, okay? This is not pressing.
Exactly.
Like, goddamn. People just expect you to answer every message, just like at work. You don't answer the message in 5 minutes, they call you. They think you died. Can you come in tomorrow? Yeah. Did you really need to call me? Good God. But it's just people are just so attached to they can't put the fucking phone down. You go to a restaurant, it's the same thing. I hate it with kids. Like kids should not have cell phones, in my opinion. But these kids
I
are just
agree.
always on their phone. People are driving and they're on their phone. They're not paying attention. You wonder why accidents happen. It's just stop. But especially when you go to the movie theater, you spend money. You have to put gas in the car. That's gas money. Maybe the theater, your local theater, is not showing that movie, so you have to go to a different theater. You pay for the tickets. You spend all this money, and then you want to sit there and play on your phone. I don't care if you've seen the movie before. I've seen Ninja Turtles a million times, but I want to see it on the big screen. The sound mix was weird. I will say that. They had shit panned in the wrong directions, and then they had it in both speakers for some reason, and it should have been in the center channel. Anyway, that's all stupid nerd shit. But I don't care if I've seen it or not. I paid it. I want to be here. Yes, please, for the love of God, do not be on your phone and drive. That's how you die. So there you go.
Because you've encountered that from time to time. You mentioned before.
Oh, I see it all the time. Today, like every day when I go out and walk.
Okay, today you saw it.
Yeah. Yep. They're texting and driving. There's 5 cars in front of them, but God forbid they don't look at that TikTok. This is how you die, people. Don't do this. I see it every day. I'm like, okay, you're dumb. You're gonna die. Stop it. Not paying attention, blowing stop signs.
So wait, he was doing it, and there were 5 people behind him?
Yeah, in front and behind. There's people, I have it right here, but this is what they do. I'm like, there's 5 cars in front of you, and the light's green. There's 5 cars behind you, and they're on their phone, too. People are reading books. People are shaving, doing their makeup. What are you doing? Drive. The words of Rambo, don't look at me, look at the road. That's how accidents happen. True. And people call Sylvester Stallone stupid.
So other than that, how was Ninja Turtles in the theater?
The movie itself was good. They did a little thing before. It was the people that did that documentary, and it's like, yeah, like this is this footage, and none of that. And see, that's the thing. They have the rights to that footage, which is why Arrow couldn't use it for the extra feature, because they had like raw footage. They showed like an alternate intro where they went like the sewer grate shot up and the camera went in, and I'm like, well, that's not going to be on the Arrow release because you won't let them use it. It was cool to see that, and like I said, the sound mix was a little weird, especially with some of the songs, because they had the songs panned to both sides of the sound mix instead of having it in the middle. So it was coming out of both sets of the speakers, so there was like a reverb. Other than that, it was good and it looked good. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a good experience, except the 5 other people that were in the theater not paying attention and playing on their phone. Yeah. See, and then last year, when I went to go see Texas Chainsaw, that's when I almost got into a fight.
Explain that for a bit for those who don't know.
I was sitting there, and these 2 girls, they came in late, and they kept talking. And I just turned over, and I said, are you 2 going to shut the fuck up or what? And she was like, excuse me? I'm like, you make the choice. You either shut up and you watch the movie or you leave. And she was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to knock you out. I'm like, yeah. I said, get the fuck out of my way. And she tried to throw my drink at me, but I grabbed it. I'm like, not today, bitch. And then she left. I'm like, it's a good way to get your ass kicked. Just saying. Just shut up. Just shut up. Why? You don't need to always be talking, people. Just shh. Like Dr. Evil. Shh. And I didn't go to the movies for a while after that. I'm like, I'm not about to go to jail because I knocked somebody's teeth out because they don't know how to keep their mouth shut. There you go, on 35 millimeter. Excellent.
Very cool.
I'm jealous.
So I'm curious, since there's a lot of these revivals going on, Is there a certain set of movies that you would like to see in the theater that they hope they re-release, whether for current or future anniversary? That you go, I hope they release that in the theater.
Well, next year, since it is the 40th anniversary, I'm hoping they put Aliens back in the theater, but it is Disney, so we'll see. I'd love to see Aliens and the special edition because that's typically the only version that I watch. Predator, that's in a couple years, that'll be 40, but again, that's Disney, so I don't know. Lethal Weapon, maybe in a couple years, that'd be great to see. RoboCop, a couple years, 2027. I did hear a rumor that Star Wars, the original, apparently Disney is remastering the original version, and apparently they're putting that back in the theaters in 2027 for the 50th anniversary. Dirty Harry, I'd love to see all the Dirty Harry movies. I know it's late for the first one, actually the first two. I'd love to see all the Dirty Harrys, in a theater, or Die Hard, the first four Die Hards, stuff like that. Stuff that's actually going to get people to come to the theater to see your movies. Next year, 35 years, Terminator 2, maybe, hopefully. That'd be great to see. Of course, Secret of the Ooze, they already announced that. I'll definitely be there to check that out. Hopefully there won't be any people there because I want to hear Vanilla Ice, bitches. I'm surprised they didn't get him to do an interview on the Arrow release because he would have done it because he's always doing interviews and stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a time to talk and time to shut up.
When you're at the movie, it's time to stop talking. There's so many that I would love to see in the theaters.
Talking Spanish and another was flying.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. I'm not going to blind everybody, but this is the other thing. People do this shit with the flashlight. I don't want to. I went the wrong way. I don't want to blind people. They just turn their fucking flashlight on or watching fucking YouTube videos. What are you doing? Yeah, Total Recall. Why did they put Total Recall back in the theater this year? That was the 35th anniversary. I would love to have seen that. That would have been awesome.
Okay, I haven't been to a movie in a long time in the theater, so I know this is a dumb question. Do they not have a warning? Put your phones away.
Yes, they have. They have multiple warnings. They have it posted in the theater, and then before the movie starts, it's please be quiet and please don't use your phone. They told you. They warned you. So when I take over the world, there will be a rule. If you don't pay attention to that warning, I get to smack the shit out of you if you talk during the movie. So there you go. Or I'll freeze you like Mr. Freeze did.
So yeah, it's too. I mean, another reason why I do not go to the theaters.
People, they don't know how to behave. It's everywhere you go. This is why I try not to go out in public.
Oh, I'll ask you. Going off tangent, Arrow Video announced some releases upcoming. One is Under Siege.
Yes.
Thoughts on that?
Day one, because it's about time. I get why. It's because Steven Seagal is an asshole. But other people worked on those movies. I'm sure other people would like to share those experiences and talk about, because it wasn't all bad.
Right.
Andrew Davis, I'm glad he's doing a commentary. I'm glad he's doing an interview. I'm glad Erica Laniak is doing an interview, and we'll get to see her titties in 4K, so I can't complain. But but no, Under Siege deserves it because it was a huge hit when it came out. And I know even the people that don't typically like Steven Seagal, they say, well, Under Siege was a good movie. Okay, well, yeah, start there. And they did say there's going to be at least 2 more. So hopefully Out for Justice will be the next one. And then maybe Above the Law. And then we'll go from there. Unfortunately, they can't do Mark for Death because it's Disney. But
yeah, I was just going to ask, what do you think the next 2 will be? And I think those 2 that you mentioned would probably probably be it.
Yeah, hopefully Out for Justice. Hopefully something with William Forsythe, and maybe some of the deleted scenes if they can find them. And then they'll probably do that, and then probably Above the Law, and then after that, okay, well, we'll do Hard to Kill, we'll do Glimmer Man, or maybe Under Siege 2. This is like, well, we're gonna do the first one, we'll see. But definitely because I had heard a rumor that they were gonna do that, but it wasn't announced yet. And then when they confirmed it, I was like, sweet, I'll definitely buy that day one. It's fucking Under Siege. Come on.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing that. Good movie.
But the other movies, Evil Dead Rise and Snakes on a Plane, really? I guess they got the rights really cheap, but who the fuck is going to buy those?
Yeah, I like Snakes on a Plane, but I don't need a 4K, and there's no
right. I don't
anyway.
Need 4K. I'm good.
And Evil Dead Rise, no.
Yeah, the shitty thing about Terminator 2 is they fixed all the mistakes. So now it's Arnold's face when he jumps the bike off of the ramp and not the stunt guy.
We did mention that, Ryan, about the anime movie made box office. We mentioned that go back about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, Jason Lives is next year, 40th anniversary. That would be great. Texas Chainsaw 2, that would be great. I don't know what the fuck these people are smoking, but Halloween 4 and 5, they allegedly put back in the theaters this year. I didn't see one listing, no show times, no nothing. I don't know what these people are smoking, but it was nowhere to be found. The first one, yeah, but they're like 4 and 5 are coming back. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are on because I can't find nothing about it.
Nah, I didn't know anything about that either, so that's news to me.
Yeah, and then was it Regal? Regal, every day in October, they put a movie. But I didn't find out about it until it was too late. They put Army of Darkness back in. They put From Dusk Till Dawn. They put all these movies. I'm like, well, fuck, I wish I would have known because I would have went and seen it. Yeah, Halloween 3. Like, why don't you tell people this shit?
So let me check on here.
Yeah, the first Lake Placid was good. The rest sucked.
So Pork Chop Express is asking your thoughts on The Thing, The Fly, and the Blob, the 80s trilogy of remakes.
I like all three. I have all three on Blu-ray. My favorite, though, is probably The Thing out of those three. Which I still cannot fathom that Ennio Morricone's score was nominated for the worst score by the Razzies. Are you on drugs? Are you on crack? Are you kidding me?
If they were on crack, maybe they would have, I don't know. Maybe that would have.
People think the Razzies is anything to be taken seriously.
No. Just like Corey Feldman, never take it seriously.
Damn right. That's what my mom said. She's like, Corey Feldman's a weirdo. I'm like, well, that's kind of an understatement, but.
Okay, so I'll ask another question. Did you ever get a chance to check out the Charlie Sheen documentary?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
He's done a lot of interviews.
Yeah. But I did see the part where they brought up Corey Feldman. And they're like, well, you should sue him. And he's like, well, I don't want to give him attention. I'm like, no, fuck that. Sue the shit out of him. Because if somebody accused me of doing something like that, I'm going to sue the fuck out of him. I don't care who it is.
How did you feel about the story that he was up for the Karate Kid?
I had heard something about that before. So that wasn't news to me, but I don't think it would have worked.
Too busy doing Grizzly 2.
Right. I saw an interview with him years ago, and he brought that up. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And I had to go look it up. I'm like, oh, it never came out at the time. It hadn't come out yet. Now I think it's out, but like, what the hell is Grizzly 2? What? I've never seen this movie at the video store.
It's definitely interesting, the documentary. One particular part that was cool was seeing him and Martin Sheen young playing up against Michael Jordan for like a Battle of the Stars type of thing.
Oh, yeah. They used to do that on CBS back in the day.
So they show footage of that, and they won. Granted, Michael Jordan had to like close his eyes when he did, but the other two did win. But that's an interesting documentary and very honest. He's very honest on stuff. The only problem is I wish he talked more about his movies. Which
that's the problem I have with all of them.
I was going to ask you about that because Stallone, Arnold, those documentaries, same thing. Why is it? Do you think that's the case? That they taught so little about their movies and all these documentaries?
It probably got cut. I mean, if I'm going to interview Arnold or like, this is what I'm going. What was it like doing Red Heat? Why don't you like The Running Man? Why don't you like this? What happened with Last Action Hero? You know, you would not ask these questions. So I think either it gets cut out or they're just like, well, don't ask him about all of them. Just ask. We only have a certain amount of time with him. You know. But again, if it was me, I would hit all of it. Let's do all of it. Let's go. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. But no, nobody wants to do that. And then Stallone keeps changing his mind about stuff. I don't like Cobra. No, I do like Cobra. No, I don't like Cobra. No, I do like it. I wish I did a sequel. Well, what the fuck is it? Pick your poison, dude.
Yeah, now it's like he wished he would have done a Cobra trilogy, Tango and Cash trilogy, and Demolition Man. And I'm like, I don't think Demolition Man needed it.
No. Demolition Man is one story. Which that 4K is not as good as everybody says it is because the picture quality wasn't. It looked a little bit better than the older Blu-ray, but it didn't look amazing. Like all these people, oh, it looks amazing. Well, it already looked good on Blu-ray, but I mean, it looked a little bit better, but it wasn't the greatest thing ever, like people claimed it was.
Malik Holiday. That's what's good about the Brian De Palma documentary. It was 95% about his movies. Very cool.
Cool.
I'll have to check that out someday. And with Stallone, I always thought he didn't like Cobra, so I was a bit confused when he said he liked it. I'm like, does he like it now or draw on him? I wish he would sit down and just talk about it more than 30 seconds. But
exactly, because I did see that GQ interview, like you just mentioned, and I like Cobra. Okay, well, 10 years ago you didn't. Now you do. What happened?
I know they're doing an Eddie Murphy one. It'll probably be the same type of business too.
They'll probably just talk about 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, probably Harlem Nights because he directed it, and then because you're not going to hear about Metro, even though he likes Metro. You're not going to hear about Distinguished Gentlemen.
Night Professor, maybe Coming to America, maybe Shrek.
Right, not everything.
If I was Charlie Sheen, I would have sued him into oblivion for obviously unfounded and unproven allegations of slander. I would too.
Exactly. And I love your avatar, by the way. That's Johnny Sack.
I fully agree with you and Fabio. He should have just sued.
I would have sued him for everything he has. You can't say stuff like that about people without any proof.
And he's full of shit anyway because
everybody knows that, but you can't, just like people say shit about us. You can't do that and expect, like, if I didn't know any better, I would sue some of these people, but they're not worth my time. But if I was Charlie Sheen, I would sue the ever-living shit out of Corey Feldman. If I was Chris Rock, I would sue the shit out of Will Smith, like Jim Carrey said. Completely agree with Jim Carrey on that.
And I forgot what I was going to say. It don't matter. Hey, no problem. Welcome back. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Rich. Hope those 2B originals are not killing you.
Me and him were talking the other night about some stuff. It was pretty funny.
But is there anything coming out physical media wise that you look forward to?
Yeah, Under Siege. I know that's January, but Under Siege definitely from Arrow. Actually, Severin just announced Euro Crypt of Christopher Lee Volume 3, so I definitely want to check that out. I know they're doing the Bruceploitation 2, but it's not announced yet. I know they're working on it. That'll probably be next year.
Was there recent news on that, or?
There were some hints that were dropped. There were some pictures that came out of people that were getting interviewed. I'm like, okay, cool. But nothing concrete, just little sprinkles of information, so to speak. But that I look forward to. Arrow, I think Shaw Brothers Volume 4 or 3 or 4. That's announced. Definitely want to get that. The Ninja Turtles set that comes out next month. Definitely grabbing that when it comes out. I do want to get City on Fire. I think that's next month from Arrow. It's mostly Arrow, to be honest, because they're putting out a bunch of good stuff. The Mask, I definitely want to get The Mask I think that's out. I definitely want to grab that. I don't need City Slickers on 4K as much as I like City Slickers.
I think it's just a Blu-ray.
Let me look at it. Yeah, I don't think there's any new extras. Because I have the Shout Factor release. No, there is. There's a new interview with the director and a new interview with Robert Costanzo. Okay, so I might actually pick that up, but I'll get that on a sale. I'm not paying full price for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Let me look at...
Rich asks, what about the Jason Goes to Hell dot? It's finally coming out?
Seriously, I paid for it 5 years ago, and no updates. But they showed it at a film festival. Oh, good for them. Preston Lyons, I already said this multiple times. I keep filing appeals with YouTube. The needle is not moving. That's all I can do at this point.
Yeah.
Because they want to be stupid and they want to play games. So Hassan Piker can shock his dog and it's okay. But because I called somebody a name they didn't like, it's a problem. There you go. So that's what I think.
I was going to ask, for the Jason Goes to Hell, you said you paid. Does that mean you get the Blu-ray?
I bought the Blu-ray and the VHS.
Okay.
But there's no updates. Like, we showed it at a film festival. Okay. What does that even mean? Like, am I going to get my shit or not? Like, what are you doing? It's 5 years, over 5 years at this point. Oh, it's done. We're doing the sound mix this week. Okay, well, what are you waiting for? How hard can it be to do this? Well, COVID my ass. They will keep wanting to use that excuse. I went to work every day. That's how I bought my house. There's no excuse.
No problem, Lucas. You have a good night. And yeah, a lot of movies have a 30th anniversary next year, so it's going to be an interesting time. And 86 is probably my favorite year. What is it?
Rich, he's like, I think your channel got shut down because you have Sector 4 displayed. Hey, you may be right about that. Hold on, let me cover it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I hit all the physical media stuff that I'm looking at. That's right. Yeah. That's what it was. It's because I did a review and a commentary, and it was in the background of every video. That's why. They couldn't take it anymore. No, it's City on Fire with Chow Yun Fat. That's the one that just came out from Shout Factory, and then Arrow is putting it out next month. But because I like the movie, I want to get that. but it does not. The only thing it doesn't have from the DVD is the Bay Logan commentary. Because somebody asked earlier, Bay Logan allegedly was inappropriate with women, but nothing was ever proven. So he got fired. Like 88 Films was going to use him for stuff, and then it never happened. They were going to put one of his commentaries, I forget what movie it was, and then all these losers cried, "Oh, how can they do that? It's Bay Logan." So they took it off of the Blu-ray. But yeah, he allegedly, supposedly, according to rumor and innuendo, was inappropriate towards women, but again, nothing was ever proven. It was just hearsay. So that's why he doesn't do commentary tracks anymore.
Yeah, not JPEG. Godzilla -1 was good. I know they're doing another one. It depends if they can make it as good as that previous one. Then we'll see if it's a success or not. Hopefully they can, because the previous one was a pretty good film.
Yeah, they just announced that today, I think.
And yes, I did know Reservoir Dogs, City on Fire was an influence. I think Tarantino has said that quite a few times.
Oh, yeah. Because there's so many shots in that movie that Tarantino ripped off of Reservoir Dogs. Like, wait a minute, this looks awfully familiar. Just like, I think it might have been Broken Arrow or Face Off. Vic Armstrong was the stunt coordinator, and he apologized to John Woo the first day. He goes, "I'm sorry." John Woo goes, "For what?" He goes, "Because I've been ripping you off for years." He goes, "Oh, Vic, I've been doing the same thing." And for those that don't know, John Woo actually had a stroke a couple years ago. I just found out about that recently.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I saw he was at a film festival, and he was using a cane, and he looked very thin, and then they were like, "Oh, yeah, he actually had a stroke." I'm like, well, didn't know that, but he looks like he's doing better. Yeah, Silver Wings. During COVID, I made so much money. Like I said, that's because I went to work every day. That's how, like I said, that's how I bought the house that I'm sitting in right now. Yeah, Eraser will be 30 next year, but I doubt they're going to put that back in the theaters. But Arrow's working with Warner Brothers. Andrew Davis just did stuff for Under Siege. Maybe Collateral Damage will come out from them at some point with a new commentary or extras or whatever. Maybe, and same with Eraser, because that's Warner Brothers as well. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, Chopsticks. Stallone was influenced. Police Story is the movie you're thinking of.
Yeah.
The very opening is influenced by Police Story. But in the Jackie Chan film, the Jackie Chan is shot in the air while Stallone shoots at the vehicle.
And then Brandon Lee for Rapid Fire. There's a scene of Rapid Fire where he rides the motorcycle and he hits the guy with the motorcycle and they go through a glass case. That's also from Police Story. And I don't understand how they never met, Brandon Lee and Jackie Chan. Din Scourge, I mean, you're right, because a lot of anime doesn't have any of the woke crap in it, which is why people like it, and it does very well because it's actually entertainment. I know. Wow, go figure.
Oh, thank you, man. Oh, yeah, sure. I look forward to watching Diary of a Cannibal Kid or whatever. Diver Wimpy Cannibal
Nice!
Kid. At Ben Arthur. I look forward to that. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. But
Diary of a Cannibal?
Yeah.
Cannibal Kid? What the fuck?
Diary Wimpy Cannibal Kid, whatever the fuck it's called.
Well, Brad, Van Damme did do some comedy. Van Damme did do some more dramatic roles. I hate to break it to you, but Seagal and Chuck Norris were never going to be able to do that. I mean, Chuck Norris did Firewalker, which had some comedy in it. But Seagal, no, because Seagal didn't want to get better as an actor. Van Damme did, which is why he ended up doing more dramatic roles, and he did some comedy stuff as well.
You know, it's funny you mentioned this. Yeah.
Yep. Because they can't shoot in California. It's so expensive.
I wanted to try something. If Fabio can bear with me on this, because I'm new to this. Since I'm using Google Chrome,
You're
I may
good.
be able to do this.
Oh my goodness gracious!
If the audio is screwed up, I apologize. It may
Did
be
AI write that headline?
Yeah.
The studio lots out here,
Yeah.
right outside the car here, and it's just dead. I mean, there's no one there. Everything is empty. There's not even anyone really walking around. What do you think is going on here?
Yeah, well, it was like that when I left to come over to Italy to work on film, and it was already like an episode of The Twilight Zone. You know, places were deserted, and for more than one reason. What's going on there? Well, the industry is dying there. You're seeing some kind of atrophy, and from which it may or may not recover. And I think there are many causes for that, you know. Mainly, I mean, I'll give you an example. I wanted to shoot for a day in Los Angeles to do a reshoot on a film that I'd done, which I had to shoot in Vegas because that was more cost effective.
Mm-hmm.
And the tax incentives there weren't even that great. I would think like 15% or something, but it was still easier and more cost effective to shoot in Nevada. But I had to do a reshoot on there, and I thought, well, it's only a day shoot. I'll pick it up here in Los Angeles. And it was cheaper, more cost effective to fly the entire American crew, buy them air tickets, fly them to Bulgaria, house them, feed them for 3 days, and do the shooting there for 3 days rather than to just shoot for 1 day locally in Los Angeles where they all lived.
You ever check your bank account and realize you're being charged for a subscription you forgot about?
What? Never. Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong.
Cheaper to fly everybody to another country, have them stay for a couple days, all the flights, all the rooms to rent, cheaper than 1 day in LA.
I believe it.
And this is not the first time I've heard people go on those studio lots and it's empty. It's flat out empty.
Because it's not sustainable. Everything is expensive. Everything is through the roof right now. And you want to shoot in First of all, no. If it was up to me, no. It's California. And there you go. It's California. I was there 6 years ago and couldn't wait to leave. It's just so expensive because you have to pay. It's all union, so you have to pay the unions. They charge ridiculous amounts of money. Half of the time, the union guys don't actually get any work done. I know because I work with union people all the time. They're sitting around playing on their phones because they get paid anyway. You got to rent all the equipment, which is expensive. You got to set everything up. You got to close off the street. It's a nightmare. And it's going to cost you every day is a couple $1 million. No wonder these films cost so much to make. For the ones that shoot on location and stuff. It's right. I wonder why that is. That's why a lot of stuff gets outsourced. It's way cheaper to shoot overseas because you get all these tax, like Bulgaria, you get huge tax breaks. Germany, you get huge tax breaks. A lot of stuff is shot in New Jersey, which doesn't make any sense because it's the same thing. It's all union. Your New York City is right across the bridge.
Well, to be fair, Gavin Newsom and that taxes that there's a lot of more screwy things in California.
Gavin, it's because Gavin Cumstain is in charge, and he thinks he's going to be president.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I did.
Because he's black now. Apparently, he's black. This whole time, I didn't know, but apparently he's black. So there's that.
What happened? Did he try to talk?
He went on some podcast and he was like, "Yeah, bro, I know what it was like living in the hood, eating mac and cheese every day." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! You're an idiot." And the people interviewing him were like, seriously? Like, I think they were just taking the piss out of him, but they're like, oh, he's one of us. And I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. You cannot take these people seriously. They're the fakest people ever. Anyway, sorry. Exactly. Georgia, a lot of movies get shot in Georgia because they built all those studios there, and there's a lot of tax breaks. Florida, for some reason, it's a lot cheaper to shoot in Florida. That's why a lot of stuff gets shot there. I think Texas is the same way too, where you're at. They get a lot of tax breaks. But yeah, sure. How am I supposed to know?
They would explain a lot more. But yeah, I do know that. I just want to put that. Thank you. I'll do that as soon as I can, movie guy. Thank you. But to get on that point, that's why I wanted to show that clip, because I remember seeing that, and always like Mel Gibson. I think people, they have a hard time letting go a mistake he did.
Because he told the truth about certain things, and people didn't like that.
So he has a lot of insight to it, and when your own backyard can't even be a way to film stuff, which if you did it the right way, I mean, back in the day, they would shoot there to save money.
That's where everything back in the day, yeah, everything shot in LA. Like you said, it was back then. It was cheaper. Why are we going to go elsewhere when we could shoot it all here in LA and get it all done, and we'll save money? Nope, not anymore. It's because Georgia, a lot of stuff. Again, the South, I guess they get tax breaks or it's cheaper, but a lot of stuff is shot in the South now because it's a lot cheaper.
I wonder also, like, some of them are smaller towns. They're just happy to have anybody there to go.
Oh, yeah, because it brings up the economy, because people are going to spend money. The restaurants are going to make money. Convenience stores are going to make money. Yeah, it's just it's better for the economy. Well, yes, Drew, that is absolutely correct. That's why they are the way that they are. But whatever, keep doing you, California. Keep doing your thing. Yeah, Canada. It's I don't know about now, but it was way cheaper to shoot in Canada, which is why a lot of stuff was shot there for the longest time. The Devil's Crybaby, I don't know what the hell that is. What's up, John?
Oh, hey, John. Hope you're doing well, man. Congrats on your new job. I know you're working UPS. Wish you luck. Sure, that'll be a very busy, especially Christmas time coming up. I know, though, I hope things go well for you, because I heard about the Amazon. There was like 14,000 people fired. A lot of people didn't let go because of AI and stuff.
Yeah, because they're replaceable. That's another thing. Because right when I got kicked off of here, that's when YouTube started implementing all that AI stuff, and I'm not crazy about that either. So there's that.
Hey, Philip up.
Yes.
Pretty close. But you hate everything if you say that, Phil. You can't.
I do. I do hate everything, right? That's why all this behind me, I hate. That's why I bought it.
Oh, I wanted to ask, did you ever check out, or do you think you'll check out that John Candy documentary?
I would like to. I definitely want to watch that sometime soon here. I think it's on streaming, so I can find it. Apparently it played in theaters for like a day or two. I mean, thought that was pretty cool. But I don't need to go see that. It's a documentary. I don't need to go see that in a theater. I'm good.
Thank you, business.
What is up? What is up? I according to some, I'm not, but I try. Apparently, I'm evil.
Well, he's definitely good people. I absolutely agree with that. And hey there, Rapper Turby. Rapper Turby, by the way, I did record your commentary of Event Horizon. So that will be coming soon. What are your thoughts on Event Horizon, by the way?
Great movie. I don't know why they couldn't use any of that footage that they apparently found, but whatever.
Well,
And
it was a VHS, and then apparently to this day, they haven't even looked at it.
why?
Something about like the other guys in another country, and I don't know.
But it's his.
But
do you
apparently the other guy owns the
Watch
VHS.
That's what I love. Greg Nicotero, Garrett just interviewed him. Well, I got 6 hours of behind-the-scenes footage of the faculty, and they never called me for the Blu-ray. Well, there you go. Like, come on now, people. Because I got footage of everything, and they never call me. Well, you got to put it out on your own, I guess. But no, I always liked Event Horizon. The problem was it was bad timing because they rushed to get the movie done because Paramount didn't have a summer movie because Titanic got pushed back and the marketing was shitty. So nobody saw it in the theater. People didn't watch it till it came out on video and cable and stuff.
Yeah, I would say people were talking about this year. I was just looking over my list. I would say the only films I didn't mind so far: Caught Stealing, that was pretty good. That's kind of a throwback of a film. Fight or Flight with Josh Hartnett, that was a lot of fun. I think if you like Bullet Train and those type of movies, Fight or Flight was a lot of fun. That one I quite enjoyed. Strange Harvest, and that was a horror film. The best movie of the year for me
was War of the Worlds.
The funniest. You give me a movie that you have a POV of an Amazon package going through a battle, and someone goes, "Do a barrel roll." It's the fucking comedy gold. And Ice Cube's like, "No, you're kidding me, no." The funniest fucking movie I've seen all year. The fucking sorry, folks. Funniest fucking thing.
Well, Philip up allegedly, apparently, supposedly, according to rumored innuendo, Stallone has the uncut Cobra, but I don't think we're ever going to see it.
I've never heard that rumor.
Yeah, I heard recently that he apparently has a print of it.
But he loves it so much, it's like...
That's what I'm saying. I love Cobra. Okay, well, clearly you have the connections to get that done. Why don't you put it out there?
Oh, thank you, Bobby.
No. No.
Are there Sci-Fi Channel films you do like? I know they did more like back in the day. That was less that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like the first two Interceptor Force movies.
Okay.
Raptor Island is pretty funny. With Lorenzo Lamas fighting CG raptors. He did a shark movie on there called Dark Waters. But it's weird because it's not really a shark movie. But that one was okay. Shark Attack 3 Megalodon is hilarious. It's all good fun. Python, those were pretty fun. Just goofy, silly movies. A lot of the earlier ones I didn't think were too bad. Once they started doing shit like Dino Croc and Super Cobra versus whatever the hell, like when they started doing like Asylum level shit, then I gave up. But a lot of the earlier ones weren't too
Meth Gator, versus Super Ninja.
That's when I gave up. What was the other one? Snakehead Terror with Bruce Boxleitner. That one wasn't too bad. That was pretty fun. Shark Hunt. Yeah, that had what the hell's his name? Antonio Sabato was in it. That was okay. Everybody died at the end. I'm like, what the fuck kind of ending is this?
Which one?
It's called Shark Hunter. Antonio Sabato's in it. I think no, she was in the other one. Angie Was it Angie Everhart? No, she wasn't in that one.
2001.
Yeah, they don't have. Okay, it's not on Wikipedia. Grand L. Bush from Street Fighter is in it. Who else is in it? I can't remember. The CG is not good, but that was like one. Me and one of my best friends, we used to watch that one because it was always on. We used to watch it all the time back in the day. Yeah, Grand L. Bush is in it, and Antonio Sabato when he still had a career before he got blacklisted. But yeah, when the later ones, that's when they started getting shitty.
I don't know if these were specifically Sci-Fi Channel movies, but some of the ones Dean Cain did I liked.
Yeah,
Dragon Fighter and
Boa was one of the other ones.
Boa. Although I know I'm not supposed to like Dean Cain nowadays, but I like Dean Cain.
I don't fuck him. Dean Cain's awesome.
John Leguizamo told me, and other people told me not to like him.
John Leguizamo is an idiot. He always was. I don't feel bad that Steven Seagal punched him at all.
So Rich says there was a Sci-Fi Channel movie called Alien Express that he thought was pretty great. Interceptor Force movies are good, and there's another called Manticore that's pretty awesome. Cool.
There was one. Bruce Campbell did one. I think it was called Terminal Invasion.
Yep, Sean Cunningham directed it.
Yeah, it's like Die Hard at an airport, but with aliens, something like that. I can't remember. Something like that.
I wouldn't say like Die Hard because there's no action in the movie.
Okay, well then my memory serves me incorrectly.
No, I mean they might have called it that, but you'd be disappointed because there's no action in the movie.
Okay, well he's on the cover with a gun, and I'm like, all right, well it's Bruce Campbell. Watch it.
I know I did another one for Alien Apocalypse as well.
Yeah, I actually have that right here. You can't see it. I just got that on DVD not long ago. That one was funny. I like that one. Yeah, Curse of the Komodo. That one was okay.
Yes, Phil, Shark Attack 3 does have the infamous line. Yes.
Shark Attack 3 has a few infamous lines.
Jeffrey Combs creates a shark creature. That might have been Hammerhead.
Yeah. Sharks in Venice was terrible. Yes, I agree. What was... William Forsythe did one. I think it was Chupacabra. I think he was in that one. They were like on a ship or something. I'm like, what is Richie doing in this?
I don't know how Dean Cain is racist. He's like Japanese, English.
He's everything. How can he be racist? Yeah, Margaret. Anybody remember Margaret Cho? The three-peat. She's like, yeah. How could he do this? It's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, the movie guy. I remember that movie, The Frankenstein's Island. John Carradine, just his hologram saying some fucking power. I wish I had the power off of my TV watching the movie. But
no, I did not see one battle after another. I don't care about the woke Antifa movie with DiCaprio.
Nah, I saw that with that Pedro Pascal movie. Yeah, Sean Cunningham, Rich did direct Terminal Invasion. It's like,
yeah, Chupacabra. See, he knows.
Chupacabra Terror. Oh, you know the guy who produced it. No, I've never heard of Hilda K.J. Zana, but nice to meet you. And I haven't heard of it.
Caleb, I am great. I cannot complain. I am great. Life is good. Hammerhead. Okay, yeah. He dies. What? How can you can't kill William Forsythe? Only Seagal can do that.
And Brian Bosworth.
The Boz. And no, Howie Long.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Howie Long. Firestorm. I don't give a shit.
Limeade.
That movie. I'd rather watch that than whatever comes out today.
Nah, Chase, I wouldn't know how to start a movie podcast. I'd rather just do this.
I don't want to start a movie podcast because all the ones I see, I don't like the people on them. because they're all fucking annoying and they don't know what they're talking about. There was one, it wasn't a podcast, but there was a channel on here. They used AI to do the narration because apparently people are too lazy to talk into a microphone. And I just couldn't stop watching these videos. It was like a car wreck. I just couldn't stop. And I'm like, you suck. You don't know what you're talking about. You're wrong about everything. They put so much faith into the Razzie Awards, which I'm like, you're stupid. Well, Van Damme got nominated for a Razzie. That doesn't mean anything. The Razzies aren't real.
Yeah, that means nothing to me.
Josh Hartnett was never leading man material. I'm like, okay, because he starred in a bunch of movies back in the day that made money, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos that you're talking about the AI narration stuff.
I had enough. And then they were trying to claim that Michael Dudikoff, his career, he never had a chance. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, really? Mark Dacascos never had a career. I'm like, shut up. You're dumb.
This was the same channel?
Yeah, it made all these videos. And it was when they first started, they actually did narration, and then they got lazy and just started having, like, they just wrote the script into the AI program, and then the AI did it, and then they added it to the video. But it was so inaccurate. I'm like, no, that's not true about Michael Dudikoff. Michael Dudikoff was under an ironclad contract from Canon Films, which he couldn't do anything else. But he had movies that went to theaters. He had a pretty successful career. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Well, they don't think Canon Films or anything, then.
Well, they're wrong, because Canon Films is awesome.
Oh, by the way, I do, for folks out there, if you're into Canon, well, they don't talk much about the films, but the guy, Menahem Golan, interesting film called Golan, Farewell to Mr. Cinema. It's interesting. Because he was trying to make one more film, The Sniper, with Al Pacino, he wanted in it, where Pacino would go after a sniper who would just start shooting random people like the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade and then others. And I think he wanted like Matt Damon to be the sniper. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I admire his.
That was what he wanted, but I
admire it.
Didn't happen. Brian, when I had a channel, I reviewed all the Child's Play movies. I only like the first 3. Everything else sucked.
Well, I like Hell Night, Brian. I just don't like Linda Blair.
I agree.
Linda Blair's a nutcase.
Linda Blair's a crackhead. Getting mad at people because they dress up as the
character. You heard about that.
Yeah. You're mad because an entire family dressed up as the character. Like, I don't like The Exorcist, but that's just me. But they took the time to create these costumes and to show respect to the movie and to you, and then you tell them they're bad parents. Go fuck yourself. See, this is why I've never met Linda Blair, and I don't plan on it, because she's fucking nuts, and not in a good way.
Oh, I'll ask this: are there any recent shows you went to?
No.
No, okay.
I might this month. I might go to Monster Mania because Mitch Pileggi is going to be there. I'm gonna try to go to that one. But no, I haven't gone to. I don't think I went to one this year, to be honest.
And I mean, for those who don't know, Fabio's gone to a lot of conventions throughout the years. Some good experiences. You met Mark Dacascos, who you said was very nice. You met quite a few people you said were nice, some not so much, or weirdos.
Okay.
Like Gary Busey.
Oh, I did want to mention that because Gary Busey claims that Steven Seagal was inappropriate with Erica Laniak. I'm like, that's funny coming from Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Is that the pot calling the kettle black? I think so.
since he's pretty much been banned.
And I was there. Meteor Limeade, Hard Cash with Christian Slater and Val Kilmer. The only thing I remember from that movie is the Mexican guy. I'm Jose, and I kill people for money. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's the only thing I remember from that movie.
Well, I know a guy you met who was really nice. You mentioned Roddy Piper.
Yes,
he was very nice.
He was great. He was 2 hours late, but he was great.
Real quickly, thank you, Dolph Goldust. Which Green Lantern do you prefer, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, or John Stewart? I'm pretty dumb when it comes to Green Lantern, as in I know the character, but I have not read many comics. I'm not going to be these guys that lie and said I'm an expert when they read like 2 comics.
Yeah, or none. I always like Kyle Rayner from the 90s because that's when I started to get into Green Lantern.
Okay. I go with Hal Jordan, the OG. That may be a cheap answer, but I like cheap. I like to cheap.
I agree, Christopher. Michael Dudikoff is still the man.
Do you think overworking your crew members 24/7 plus crunch time is bad enough, but going the cheap cost route as is used to use AI tools is just as bad? Polar opposites, same frustration, I'd say. Well, there could be a balance. You don't have to overwork people, but I would rather trust a person than AI, because a person you could talk to, you could reason, they can know the details, the dot the I's, cross the T's, that an AI very easily could overlook. Because with a person, you can reason, you can kind of describe even vaguely, and they can understand what you're talking about. AI doesn't know that unless it's programmed to, and even then, it depends on the person programming it. And there's a whole lot of faculties that go against it. So I'm not saying you have to overwork people. That shouldn't be the. Find out what's making the overworking happen, fix that, and then have people work a reasonable amount. But again, I would prefer the people going that. I mean, I think what is going to happen is they'll realize that they're putting all their chips into AI, and it's going to backfire eventually.
Just like they did with streaming.
There you go. They put all the thing on streaming and then look at the box office nowadays. Mm-hmm. It's not working out for them. But sorry, I took over that question.
No. That's your super chat. It's no big deal. But I think the AI is worse, but you don't have to work people to death. Like you have to find the middle ground. What is the problem? How long can the problem get taken care of? Is it going to get done today? No. Then we'll do what we can do today, and then we'll come back tomorrow. You can't overwork people because that's how accidents happen. That's how people get killed. You can't do stuff like that. But they don't listen. They don't learn, which is why these accidents and stuff keep happening on these sets, because they're stupid. You can't keep making mistakes like this.
Even I'm sure at your job, you don't have to go into details. There's probably times where it's like, no, let's work the problem, or let's.
Yeah. Like, let's not break for lunch. Let's finish this, and then we can go home early, and then I can eat lunch at home, which happens so many times. We'll wait till after lunch. But if we wait till after lunch, we'll be here till 4 o'clock. If we do it now, we'll get it done, and then I can go home. Yeah, because crypto is not real. So there you go.
Exactly. Oh, hey, Mega Pork Chop Express. It's been a while since I've heard from you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh, no problem, Robert Kirby. Thank you.
Red Line with Mark Dacascos and Rucker Hauer. I don't remember much of that movie. I know Mark Dacascos is the bad guy, and Rucker Hauer has the gun that Two-Face had in Batman Forever. That's it. Well, Michael Dudikoff was a star, but the problem was he was doing Canon films, and they were looked down upon, and they were schlock, low budget movies that I happen to like, and I know many of you do as well, and Matt. And they had an ironclad contract with them, just like Chuck Norris. That's why the people that made I didn't know this till recently, but the people that made Sidekicks got sued because Canon Films claimed that they didn't honor the deal because they loaned out Chuck Norris to do a cameo, and they claimed that it was more than a cameo. Which I did not know that until recently.
I wanted to ask you, since someone kind of brought this up, but we're talking about conventions. What were the least fun experiences of meeting celebrities, like top 3?
Oh, Gary Busey for sure, because of what happened, where, for those of you that don't know, at that show, he was groping women. It wasn't just one, it was multiple women he was grabbing. He tried to take a woman's bra off, actually. Like, he put his hands up her back and all this other shit. The fucked up part is they knew about it on Friday night, but they didn't do anything until the cops showed up on Saturday afternoon. Also, he was a dick to everybody that wasn't a woman. His handler didn't tell me beforehand that he's deaf and he can't hear, so I had to yell, and he just kind of looked at me the whole time because I was trying to ask about Predator 2 and some other stuff, and he just kind of looked at me. So, and he didn't want to be there. He didn't look at he looked in the camera for the picture, but he didn't smile, and I went to go shake his hand, and he goes, "Oh, I don't do that. I don't touch." I'm like, "That's not what I heard," and he just kind of looked at me weird, and I walked away. So Gary Busey for sure, because as an actor, I love Gary Busey. How can you not? He's fucking nuts. As a person, he's a scumbag. You know, I don't know why people still pay attention to him. And the motorcycle accident combined with the drug use and didn't help, which is why he's the way that I think he has dementia. But they just keep putting him out there like they did with Bruce Willis. I would say Gary Busey was the worst. Bam Margera, definitely number 2. Bam Margera, I don't care what. Oh, he's sober. I don't give a fuck. He's still a dick. Like, I don't care if he's sober or not. He didn't want to be there. They had to keep going to get him. Exactly. You're absolutely correct. I don't respect people that don't want to shake your hand, especially if you're a man, which we'll get to that one next. Because you already know it's coming. But he kept getting up and walking around, and he was never at his table, and they had to keep finding him. And the dude that was with him was pretty nice because him and I were talking a little bit. And I guess it's his wife now, but the chick that he's like, "Oh, hi," I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me." And he wouldn't look you in the eye. He wouldn't talk to you, nothing. I'm like, come on, man. So, and everyone's like, "Well, why did you meet him?" Well, I wanted to find out, and I found out, and now that's the whole point of this. To tell all of you the truth, not what these other people on YouTube say that don't know what they're talking about. And then 3, CJ Graham, because CJ Graham is a dick. He wouldn't look me in the eye. He refused, or he shook my hand, but he was like limp-wristed. He didn't want to shake. And I'm like, this is a guy that was in the military, and he didn't, like, I get it. It was Sunday. But number 1, you got paid to be there. Number 2, you probably made a nice chunk of change because you're CJ Graham. He just had no interest in talking. If you were a woman, that's a different story. But if you're a guy, no interest, no nothing. I'm like, I waited all this time to meet you, all these years. I mean, is he still my favorite Jason? Yeah, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Kane Hodder will take that spot now. He's a dick. Kane Hodder was not a dick. Kane Hodder's the man. But CJ Graham was a dick. Those are the top 3. I can never remember his name, but he was in Insidious. That guy was an asshole because he didn't want to get up out of his chair to take a picture with someone that was in a wheelchair. I don't remember his name is not important enough for me to remember. So he was in Insidious because he couldn't stop telling you about it. I was in Insidious. Good for you, dude. Don't care. You're a dick. I don't care what movie you were in. There you go. Those were the top 3 with the honorable mention. But luckily, most of the people I met have been pretty cool, so I can't complain too much, just a little bit.
Yeah, imagine Fabio met Tony Moran.
Fuck him too. He's another scumbag. You play Michael Myers for 5 seconds. I don't care. You are a piece of shit, and then you get drunk and charge all this money, and I don't want to meet you. And everyone's like, "Oh, but he was Michael Myers." I don't care what he was in. It doesn't change. It doesn't matter. I don't have this fake hero worship for people. I don't care what you did. You're still a dick. Like, what don't you understand about this? Fuck these people. Well, thank you, Caleb. I appreciate it. So, why what? Oh, why has Linda Blair lost her mind? Drugs probably had a lot to do with that. So,
No, Devin, it was not Patrick Wilson.
No, that's what everybody says. Was it Patrick Wilson? I'm like, no, because I never met him, but he seems like a nice guy. So. I have the program for that show upstairs, but I'm not going to get it right now. Do I think Terrifier's on his way out? Yeah.
Glasses.
Oh, that would be so fun. I'd love to do that. All right, John. Good to see you. Well, it's too late now, but he'll watch the playback. Have I ever met a celebrity outside of a convention? The only time that happened was Boog Powell. He used to play for the Orioles. But it wasn't like random because he has a barbecue stand at the park and he just happened to be there one night and we went over and took pictures and said hi and he was really nice and cool and everything. So, but he's always there, you know. It's not like it was I go in to get a 6-pack of beer or whatever. Oh, hey, you were in that movie. So that's never happened to me before. Fuck the Scream 7 trailer. They're trying to turn it into an action movie.
Yeah, fuck them.
I can't wait to see Nev Campbell flying through the air with doves around her and dual-wielding Berettas, and there's fire.
Fire in the basement. She gets a bandolera.
Right. Yeah, she gets the bandolier on. I did see a working man, and it was nothing special. The beekeeper was way better.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I love Avenging Force. Great movie. Except that Steve James dies.
Yeah, Back to the Future 4th anniversary. No remake, please. No, not anytime soon. A remake, Mega Pork Chop. The director and producer Bob ramboraphMatt have in their contract said they can't remake it.
They can't remake it till like 80 years after they die or something like that. And I don't think I'm going to be around that long. So, yeah.
So we'll be good with that.
That'll be all right. Yeah. So, Gary Busey, like I said, I'm pretty sure he's got dementia. He has the mannerisms of it, but they keep putting him out there. But the cocaine didn't help in the 80s, and the motorcycle accident certainly didn't help either. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Nothing wrong. I was going to ask, because I saw this recently, the Dark Side of Comedy, Norm Macdonald. I wanted to ask your thoughts on Norm Macdonald.
I loved Norm Macdonald. I was always a big fan of his. Because when he did Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live, because you never knew what he was going to say, which is why he got fired. But he was great. I always loved him. I was very sad when he passed away. Yeah, Will Ferrell, Lawrence Monason from Friday the 13th Final Chapter. He was a weirdo. I don't know what his deal was that day, but yeah, he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I remember you saying he was acting a bit fishy.
Yeah.
Like trying to get a pit, for you to buy something from him, or
No, I got the picture because he was cheap.
yeah?
And he's like, "Oh, do you want me to sign it? The computer says you're a dead fuck." I was like, "Yeah, is that a problem?" And he goes, "No." I'm like, "Okay, then could you please sign it that way?" I'm like, "Excuse the fuck out of me." Like, I get it. It was the last day of the show, but I don't know. Maybe it was me. Maybe I didn't put enough cologne on. I don't know. It couldn't have been me because Ken Kersinger was wonderful. He was a great guy. He was awesome. Thomas Jane like left halfway through the show and then came back and didn't tell anybody. Who else did I meet at that show? It was Ken Kersinger, C.J. Graham, who was a dick, Lawrence Monason, who was weird. Could have sworn there was a couple other people that I met that were pretty cool. Kerr Smith, he was never from Final Destination. He like left too in the middle of the show and didn't tell anybody. I got tired of waiting for him. I'm like, I'm not going to stand here like a goof for 2 hours while you go play footsie or whatever. I'll leave. I'll come back. I agree. If you don't want to shake people's hands, don't make strangers pay money to meet you. Exactly. The least that you could do is shake someone. Even a fist bump. I know Amy Steele, that was during COVID. She didn't want to touch anybody. She gave me an elbow bump. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's Amy Steele. Other than that, she was great. Because, remember, COVID was going to kill everybody. We were all going to die, and the world was going to end, and Bruce Willis was going to have to go back in time, like in 12 Monkeys, to save the world. Unfortunately, Seb, I have never met William Forsythe. I would love to, because he's awesome.
Sometimes.
You saw him in the bathroom. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Caleb, unfortunately, I never got to meet Tony Todd. The first time I went to Monster Mania, he was there, but his line was really long, and it was like 4 o'clock, and I was tired. But sadly, I never got to meet him. But Tony Todd was, from what I understand, he was great. Everybody loved him, and nice guy, and kissing babies and hugging people and all that. So very cool. I was very sad when he passed away because I always loved him as an actor.
Did Fabio ever meet Lou Ferrigno?
No, he's another guy that unfortunately I have not met yet. He is at the top of the list now that he can hear. He got implants in his ears and he's actually able to hear now. But from what I understand, he's great. A friend of mine worked a show and he was set up next to him, and he said all weekend. I can't say that. A friend of mine, he was set up next to him, and he said he was great. He said every morning he came over, said, hey, gave him a handshake. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, Boo Pal. I had pictures of that somewhere. He signed, my mom had when they played the All-Star game in Baltimore, he signed the jacket. We have that framed upstairs. Jeffrey Landman. Oh, the stutterer from Halloween. Who the fuck would want to meet him? He did one movie. Just like Brian Andrews that played Tommy Doyle in the first Halloween. He got all butthurt because when I met him, and I was like, yeah, you didn't. Paul Rudd. He was like all upset about. I'm like, okay, get away from me. Yeah, it's not fair. Paul Rudd got to play me. I'm like, no, he played a character. I didn't have an agent. That's a you problem. That's not a Paul Rudd problem.
He was mad he didn't get another movie role like that.
You're just right. And Paul Rudd was better than you anyway. Christina Lees from Child's Play 2. She hates men. Well, why the fuck would I want to meet her then?
Yeah, I've heard bad things about people who met her.
You hate men? Well, I hate you too. Feelings mutual. You're just mad because Jason Priestley didn't get married to you. You don't have that 90210 money.
Yeah, Chibi, I don't know what that deal was with Stallone when he was charging like $800-900.
That wasn't him. That was the show because the show was trying to get a piece of it.
Hmm.
That's what they do.
Did he not show up?
I don't know if it was that one, but one of them he never showed up, and people I think they got their money back. But fuck Jeffrey Jones.
Shining miniseries sucks, Chase.
Yeah, I remember. I saw that once back in the day, but I don't remember much of it. Elbow bump from a lady is fine. Yeah, I let it go because it was Amy Steele. Well, if I ask William Forsythe about Steven Seagal, he'll probably just laugh. Because the funniest thing, well, I don't know, because I've seen interviews. He doesn't like to talk bad about people. He tries to be cool, and I love that. I love William Forsythe. But the funniest thing was apparently Steven Seagal told William Forsythe, "You need to work on your Brooklyn accent." William Forsythe is from Brooklyn. And he said he just looked at Steven and said, No, you do. I'm good.
Yeah, I've talked about the Anaconda remake video, Mega Porch Up Express. You can feel free to check that out. But let me ask you, because that trailer came out, I don't even know if you ever saw the trailer.
I did, because they showed it before Spider-Man.
Okay.
And I laughed, and not in a good way. I'm like, what the fuck is this? The weirdest thing, though, Steve Zahn didn't get a credit. I'm like, but people know who Steve Zahn is. I'm like, that's weird. So, yeah, I don't care. Like, I love Paul Rudd. I'm sure they paid him a lot of money to do that. But really? Like, did you really need to do that? I know Ant-Man 3 was a huge flop because it sucked, but
yeah.
Come on, Paul. Don't do that. Don't sell your soul. Will Ferrell, Devin Sawa he's the best. I love that guy. He is such a great guy. He's a sweetheart. I love that dude. Speaking of Stallone, like I brought that up about Escape Plan 2, and he was like, dude, that was crazy. He's like, yeah, yo, you remember Rocky 2? And that's how he's like acting like Stallone when he's talking. He's like, yeah, well, we're going to do like we did in Rocky 2. He's like, this is crazy. Like, I grew up watching this guy's movies. Now I'm getting to fight him in a movie. But Devin Sawa was awesome. If you ever get a chance to meet him, he's the best.
Now, to change it up a bit for at least a little bit, again, this is also me like testing this stuff out.
No problem.
So,
Oh.
A little bit of...
By one. There'll soon be thousands of them.
Yes.
Who are they? What do they want? They've come to save a bloody fortune. HBO Canon Video presents 10 of the most frightening, most horrifying, and incidentally the most collectible horror films available anywhere. Priced for the first time at only $19.95.
I got it.
What's that? You're not satisfied? You don't think $19.95 a cassette is saving a bloody fortune? Well, HBO Canon agrees with you, and that's why they've decided to slash up to 20% off. Inside each cassette box is a $2 rebate coupon. In addition, with your co-op ad participation, the consumer will realize an additional $2 off by sending in a copy of the ad and proof of purchase. With our strong advertising campaign in Time, People, and Sports Illustrated, they'll already be knocking down your doors. But you'll be the hero when they discover that they can save even more with your help. HBO Canon Video, breaking new ground in home video.
Now, this I wanted to show because I had never seen this before.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this before.
newest horror hit of the season, Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. And to help scare up plenty of customer awareness, we're offering this chilling 6-foot Jason banner for every video store. Plus, here's a blood-curdling free offer that's just too frightening to pass up. Just buy 3 video cassettes of this all-new Friday the 13th thriller and get a set of specially designed Jason hockey mask decorative lights in the pre-pack. Now is the time to turn New York's newest problem into your newest home video money machine. With Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
I wonder if someone still has those lights or those that standee of Jason. I wonder.
Yep, the lights, they're on eBay. There's a set on eBay right now.
Wow, okay. Well, that answered my question.
And I've seen the poster, I've seen that too, but I'm not paying $400 for it.
Right. But
Yeah,
you've seen that on eBay.
That's when studios actually spent money on marketing and promotion, and they actually cared about their product. Not anymore.
And yes, that was Don LaFontaine narrating. Great
Yes, it was.
trailer voice actor. But well,
Rapid-
for $89.99 for the company, the store to buy it.
Not me. That was the store prices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. I love watching those. I transferred all mine over to digital, all my screeners. So there's some really cool shit on some of those, to be honest.
Yeah, when I saw that, I went, wow, I never seen this promo before. So I thought that was really good. It's cool to find stuff even after all these years. That's the more fun, not the new stuff.
Yeah.
It's the discovering of the old stuff.
There's just so much out there that people haven't seen yet.
Exactly.
Like I have one for, speaking of Brian Bott, for Stone Cold. It's got the making of, it's got the music video, and Brian Bosworth is in the music video. And when I got that, I'm like, I never even knew this existed. I'd never seen this before.
Would that be one of your favorite screeners? That
Yeah.
you have?
Yep.
What would be some others?
Perfect Weapon, the Perfect Weapon screener has an interview with Jeff Speakman and Ed Parker. Street Night has footage of Jeff Speakman teaching. And then at the end, he's like, you better buy Street Night or I'm going to make you watch Van Damme movies. And I always thought that was funny. Because I'm like, well, I know you don't like Van Damme, but come on now. The Terminator 2 one, which is here on YouTube, because Robert Patrick came back as the T-1000 to promote it. License to Drive, there's actually behind-the-scenes footage that never made it anywhere else on there. Same with Time Cop. The Time Cop screener has making of stuff, which never made it elsewhere. Hard Target, same thing. So, yeah, that's when they gave a shit. That's when home video meant something. But Rapid Kirby, I appreciate it. It's, again, I'm not dead. I'm just not, just not on YouTube anymore. Well, not on my own thing.
Hey, Earth Edge AD. Hey, well, thanks for stopping by.
Devin Sawa didn't like Final Destination Bloodline. I didn't like it either. I like what you talked about in your review. You're like, yeah, it's that stupid shot at the end when they're running and it's like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, pretty much. And Rich asks, do you think anyone will upload those Speedman clips from the screeners? Never seen them.
Well, maybe. I'll put them on my backup channel.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Just maybe. Just like the DVD I have. He did it. Jeff Speakman did a set of his like all his techniques and everything. There's he did one. It was a compilation of clips, and there's footage on. I don't know if it was a screen test or what they did, but it was for Perfect Weapon, and I had never seen that before. And I'd like to dig that out and put it up here.
Hey there's Super White Kid.
Nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Crash Bandicoot games. They were tough, they were rage-inducing, but they were fun. At the end of the day, they were a lot of fun, so I enjoyed it. And Earth's Edge, I don't think I reviewed Death Proof, but I do like the Grindhouse experience I saw in the theater. I think you did too.
No, I never
Oh,
saw
you
it
did?
in the theater. No.
Great.
Speaking of that, though, Kill Bill is coming out next month, but it's the full length version, the whole bloody affair. They're putting that back in the theater. And I've never seen Kill Bill, so I might actually go since it's the first time they've done that. I might go check that out. You sent me the first one. I ended up getting the whole set elsewhere, but yeah, the first one, it's just like an intro. Jeff Speakman talks about like the history of martial arts and Kempo, and there's actually that has some really cool stuff in there too. But he did the last DVD in the set was like a compilation of his fight scenes and stuff, and yet I don't know if it was a screen test or they were just camera footage or whatever they were doing, but it was for Perfect Weapon, and it's like I've never seen that footage before. That's brand new to me.
Nip B, we did talk about Arrow Video Under Siege. We both look forward to it. Be picking it up when it comes out in January. So looking forward to it. I hate these reaction channels reviewing new movies. Of course, it's your first time watching it. It just came out.
You dumbass. Well, Rapid Kirby, back in the day, typically the trailers were done before the movie was finished. So that's why a lot of trailers have different footage in it, because they were just, here's what we have so far, make us a trailer.
Well, thank you, Pork Chop. Yeah, Leprechaun the beginning. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's because Roadhouse, half of the trailer from Roadhouse is not in the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
There.
But yeah, thank you, Pork Chop. Yeah, Leprechaun the beginning was something. If you want to see a 5'9" leprechaun speaking French with a lisp.
But that's defeats the purpose. He's supposed to be Irish. Why have we got what's a French leprechaun?
I don't know. He had a green mask, but flesh-colored hands, and they knew he was fucked up. So the rest of the movie, he's wearing gloves.
Oh my god! Good thing I didn't have to see that one.
Let's put it this way: if you've seen Hellraiser Revelations, it's done with that kind of look and budget.
Unfortunately, I saw that one.
Yeah. Earth's Edge, I like Baby Driver. I don't know if I reviewed it. And Nippy, we did talk about that. Those are the two we think you'll be is Above the Law and Out for Justice.
Hopefully, the rest of the Warner Brothers ones.
So we'll see.
Well, the old school Exit Wounds. I mean, what more could they do? DMX passed away, so
yeah.
Sorry,
I was going to ask you another question because
do whatever you want. I'm good.
A while back, I did play Silent Hill 3, so I wanted to ask: have you ever played any Silent Hill game?
The first one.
I
played the first one when it first came out, because I remember seeing it at the video store, and I was like, "Oh, this looks pretty cool." But that's been like 25 years at this point, over 25 years, because that came out in '99. That game freaked me out, like especially the first part when you go down that alley and it's all dark, and then the monsters come and kill you. I'm like, that's it, the game's over, and it's like, oh no, it was a dream. I'm like, oh okay. Like, this is weird, man. How do you? The game just started. You die already? That's not cool.
Yeah, I had the same feeling, and those were good times. It was very cool because it was cool. Like it's for me. I'll speak for myself. It's easy for me if I to look up stuff, even unwillingly, just to see what's ahead. I guess just a curiosity. But it's nice back then because you could only go into the games blind and truly find everything out for the first time. And it's great to have everything at your fingertips, but sometimes it was nice to have a bit of a handcuff on you. Just some nice surprises come about because of that.
Yep, that's how it used to be. Now it's not like that.
And on a tangent, on your own, any games you played in a while, like even just for an hour or such in your free time, anytime
I
recently?
just played Resident Evil 2 again because it was Halloween. I figured why not. But that's really the only one I played in a little while. I haven't played much video games. But I was like, it's Halloween, might as well put it on. So
Good choice.
what? It's
Can't
fucking
go wrong with that.
Claire B. I'm like, why is it taking me so long? Because I keep going in rooms I don't need to go into, and I'm doing shit backwards. I'm like, no, it's 2.5 hours. I can cut down maybe 5-10 minutes. What am I doing? But I'm probably playing now. I don't know what it is, but the winter when the weather starts getting colder, I don't know. I just like to play more video games around. But I've been going back and just watching a lot of movies lately. Like I watched Predator because it was Halloween. I'm like, it's fucking Predator. Like this is awesome. Why can't movies be like this today? So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that, just revisiting movies I haven't seen in a while. Yeah, Glimmerman from Arrow, that would be cool because I like Glimmer. I just watched that because that and Marked for Death were the closest things that Seagal did that had some horror elements and stuff in there. Because he wanted to do Predator 2, but they said no, which was a good choice, to be honest.
Attack Force.
No, fuck that movie. It might be the worst.
Or what was the vampire movie you did?
Yeah, which they were vampires, but they weren't vampires, and then he didn't really do anything. It was Roman Reigns' brother, I think. I don't know. That movie was awful. And then Submerged was supposed to be horror, and then they changed it, and then they killed off Gary Daniels. He was pissed. I'd be pissed too. Anthony Hickok was pissed. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, Glimmerman and Fire Down Below, I have bootleg Blu-rays because they never came out officially.
Oh, real quick, like Earth's Edge, I never played a Hitman game. Never played it, so I can't tell you how it is. Derek, no, Fabio's not back. I know you came in late, but he was nice enough to take his time to be here, which has been a lot of fun so far.
Hitman 2 was frustrating.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I have a demo of that.
Okay.
Like in like a monastery, you got to like kill this guy, put the body over here. I'm like, first time I played, I'm like, why can't I just go in and shoot everybody? It's not that kind of game. And every time I get killed, like I start over. I'm like, all right. No,
yes.
they didn't ask Seagal to do an interview for Under Siege because they don't. I'm not complaining. I don't want an interview with Steven Seagal because it'll just be incoherent nonsense, and it won't even be about the movie. And he'll like, where's catering? And I have to sit in a specific chair. No, shut up. He did one of them. One interview he did, he had to sit in a specific chair. And they wouldn't film until they agreed to it. And I'm like, will you just stop and be normal? No wonder nobody wants to work with him anymore.
Yes, a few other things. Fighting Force, haven't played that game.
Yes. Love
Good.
First Fighting Force is good. The second one's okay, but it's a different kind of game. But the first Fighting Force was awesome.
What system was that for?
PlayStation, and they did do a version for Nintendo 64.
Okay.
But the PlayStation version's awesome. No, Ahmed, I did not see Nobody 2 because it came and went. It didn't do anything, and it disappeared from the theaters very quickly. I think it's on streaming now, so I might check it out. I love the first one, but the second one, it didn't do anything. It came and went.
And Jeff, no, I did not see Spinal Tap 2, but yeah, it came out and nobody talked about it because no one cared.
Right. It was the same thing. Nobody cared.
No one cared. No one wanted it. They make a lot of movies no one asked for.
Yeah.
And yes, rest in peace, Chetty Terrio.
Yep, I did see that.
You I've read thoughts about it before, but Ace Frehley, he recently passed away.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. Because he fell twice. The first time he was okay. I think he just bumped his head, and he was the second time he fell is what happened, and I still can't wrap my head around it. I just don't understand it. But yeah, it sucks. It's like, and he was the first of the original lineup to go. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. That apparently there was an investigation. I'm like, the guy just fell. Like nothing. He didn't get murdered. He fell because he was always spacey. I mean, that's why they called him the space. And I'm only laughing because if he was alive, he would laugh because that's how he was. He was just, but that's why we loved him. But yeah, I can't wrap my head around it. It just doesn't. I think like it's not real. Like I think it's a joke and he's just playing around. But no, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But unfortunately, it is what it is.
So your thoughts on first listening to the music back in the day? I don't know. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, of course I do. I know everybody kind of shits on kids. Oh, it's just the costumes and the makeup. I'm like, if you take all of that out of the equation and you just listen to the music, you listen to the songs. I don't care what anyone says. It's great stuff. Yeah, the makeup and the show, like that's what it became later. But before they hit it big, like, yeah, okay, they wear makeup, cool, but they got some good songs and his guitar playing, especially for someone that didn't take lessons, someone that was self-taught, especially his tone and his I know a lot of people say his solos were songs within the songs. I would say all of his playing was the song within the song, and he influenced so many people that came after him. Often imitated, never duplicated, as they say. But even his solo stuff, when he was sober, he was great. Other things came in, but he was always a great player, and I always really liked his work. I only saw him in concert once. I know in the last couple of years, people said, "Oh, he's drinking again." And no, he's not drinking. He just got old, like everyone does. And when he was drinking, the amount of drinking that he did certainly didn't help, and it just age and everything. But he was fine. And when I met him, I heard a lot of horror stories, but he was nice to me. He was cool with me. So I don't know, but yeah, it's just pun intended. It's a shock because he had a song called "Shock Me." I just can't wrap my head around it.
And when and where did you meet him? Which convention was it?
Actually, it wasn't a convention. It was after one of his shows because he did meet and greets after his shows. It was in Reading, Pennsylvania, at a little theater because that's what he was playing. But he didn't. I don't think he cared. He did his own thing after he left Kiss. But yeah, it was cool. It was just a couple people, and we went in one at a time. It wasn't like he was bombarded with people, and it was nice. It was a nice little thing that they had.
Very nice. Yes, Cottrell, Who Made Who AC/DC is one of my favorite albums. I need to ask, at least before we head out, your thoughts on Predator Badlands, because it's PG-13. It's all this stuff, the trailers, the marketing, the way the Predator looks, the director, just all the shits.
Predator looks like Michelle Obama. Like, I don't care. Predator. I watched Predator and Predator 2 in October because those are the only two that matter. Everything after that has sucked. I watched Killer Killers. That was a paid request that I had. I thought that was terrible. I don't give a shit about Predator anymore. Ella Fanning is hot. Don't get me wrong. She's not ugly, but she's going to kill the Predator? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't care. Stop making fucking Predator movies. There's only two. Yes, Predator 2, absolutely underrated. Probably the most underrated sequel ever. I'd say that and Halloween 3, as far as I'm concerned. But just stop. No more Predator movies. No more. I heard Alien Earth was fucking terrible. We got dancing aliens now and all this stupid shit. See, look, I think me not being on YouTube is a blessing in disguise because I don't have to watch all this shit anymore. So I can maintain my sanity. And I'll just watch, good movies and go back and watch some classic. Yeah, because October, I watched Predator. It's like I haven't watched that in forever. I watched Terminator. I watched the first 2 Alien movies. I was like, fuck yes, this is awesome. I want to watch more of this, not shitty movies.
You don't want to watch this?
Oh God, what am I?
Sid the Sloth there?
Sid the Sloth. I'm good.
That's a real scene. Sid the Sloth appears like Obi-Wan Kenobi's ghost to.
I thought it was Predator with the camouflage.
Because she's a fan of Ice Age somehow in 100 years from now, apparently they watched Ice Age still. And she's talking to her brother and she remembers Sid the Sloth who kind of talks to her.
Who the fuck wrote this shit?
AI.
Probably. Just like fucking what was the one of the last movies I reviewed? And I said that. I'm like, did fucking AI write this? I can't remember what it was now. I'm sorry.
Rich, you don't know? No,
This is real, apparently.
Rich, watch my review of Alien Earth, episode 1, 2, and 3. It's on the channel. That's why this thumbnail was me here, and this is real. I'm not bullshitting you. Her and her brother saw Ice Age, and it was like Ice Age 4 or 5.
No, that's real.
It's in the second or third episode. Like, she's looking at a monitor, her brother's on the other side, and then he appears in a fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi fucking one second.
No, I said that in the reviews, but the Cleaner and Roadhouse were not the last ones that I did. But I said, well, they did use AI to finish Roadhouse because that's when the strike happened, and then the writer of the original Roadhouse ended up suing them because they said that they didn't do it, but they did. And then Cleaner, yeah, they clearly used AI for that. What is this?
I'm not going to play the sound,
the audio, because they'll pull it. What the fuck? What is this?
For those who missed it, one more time.
This is real.
That's Alien today, folks.
I like that, Rich. I never 100% agree with you when you would say stop making movies and TV shows, but now I do. See? Everybody would get mad. You just say that to get clicks. No, I mean it.
Got the hand. Yeah. Same hair as the lady in Weapons. Yeah. They all have that hair.
Yeah, they all got the lesbo haircut.
Hey, Julie. No, they're not hiding anymore. They don't need to hide it.
You ain't wrong about that. That was funny because someone left a comment and they were like, yeah, the reason why you stopped making videos is because people found out that there was some shady shit going on. I'm like, what are you talking about? I am the most boring person ever. There's nothing shady going on. I'm like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yes. From now on. That's what we got to do.
That cross-eyed fuck.
It's Sid the Sloth, guys. Don't do John Leguizamo and get mad and call you names.
I don't give a fuck.
Because he's a loser. Again, I do not feel bad that Steven Seagal punched him. I do not feel bad about that. I don't feel bad that him and Kurt Russell got into it. Such a terrible movie. As a kid, I hated that movie. I hate it now more when I'm an adult.
People really thought like I was kidding with that Sid the Slaughter.
No, it's real. We just watched it.
It's like, I can't believe that scene exists, or I thought you're making it up, or it's like, no, I don't make shit up, folks. I don't need to. The truth is
right. I mean, yeah, Silver Wings apparently on the set of Executive Decision. Not only did Steven Seagal punch John Leguizamo, apparently him and Kurt Russell got into it because John Leguizamo never stuck to the script. And apparently Kurt Russell would get agitated, and they got into it, which is not a shock. And then Kurt Russell didn't want to do the movie because Steven Seagal was in it, and that's when the allegations came out about Steven Seagal beating up Kelly LeBrock, and he didn't want to work with him. And that I heard that's kind of why they killed him off. And I'm like, no, in the script, his character died. And there you go. Executive Decision, Julie. I hated that movie as a kid, and I still fucking hate it. I hate it more now as an adult. Take care, Bobby.
Take care, Bobby. Have fun shooting more bad guys.
That's right. Have fun. Shoot more bad guys. I agree.
Thank you, Bobby. Have a good night, man.
That movie pissed me off so much as a kid because you have to remember, back then, Steven Seagal still actually meant something. And you kill him off in the first 45 minutes. From what I understand, when that movie played in theaters, a third of the audience cheered, a third of the audience was upset, and a third of the audience was confused. There you go. I remember watching it when it first came out on VHS. I was so pissed off. I was little. I was a little kid. I went and took a nap. Like, what? You can't kill Steven Seagal in a movie? Yeah, they did. Yeah, the movie sucked. And then I think in the script he was supposed to die later, and they changed it. And the only reason he had to do the movie because it was a part of his deal. Because they're like, Warner Brothers wanted Under Siege 2 right away because the first movie was a big hit, and they wanted to go off the momentum. And he was like, well, I want to direct. So they let him do On Deadly Ground, but On Deadly Ground went over budget and over schedule, and it didn't do well. So he had to do Under Siege 2 and Executive Decision. They're like, well, if we let you do that, you have to do Under Siege 2 and another movie for us. And then I think his head was supposed to explode because of the pressure and then he threw a fit and he wouldn't come out of his trailer because he's a baby. And they just changed it to where he just closed the door and then he flew out of the plane, and then that was it.
He's a baby.
He's a fucking child. Oh no, I'm not doing that. Shut up, fucking bitch, fat ass. Then I think that was when he started wearing a girdle because they wanted him to lose weight, and he wouldn't lose weight. There are shots in Glimmer Man where I swear to God you could see it under his shirt. But it's like, you got to lose weight, dude. And he's like, no, I am not going to lose weight. And it's like, okay, you're a fucking idiot. Shut up. Yeah, they were going to remake Under Siege a couple of years ago. I did a video about it. I went on this whole rant. Like, what are they going to do? Like, they're going to fly they're going to drive the boat into her ass, because I think they were like, it's going to be a female-led reboot, and I'm like, great, she going to fuck the battleship, or what is this? I did like a 30-minute rant on it. I'm like, why are you going to remake Under Siege? It doesn't make any sense. Thank you, Gozer.
Thank you, Cottrell. One of your favorite videos of mine is the Kids Bop commercial reaction. Thank you.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, he's right. They were going to gender swap it because, put a chick in it. Make her gay.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, put a chick in it. Make her gay. Okay? Makes sense.
That cliffhanger was coming out, and it's
Lesbian cliffhanger.
I mean, they're making the cliffhanger one. It'll be a woman.
Nice.
Be come out next year.
I totally forgot about Vertical Limit until you reviewed it. That's how memorable that movie was. I was like, oh shit, that movie does exist. I don't remember a fucking thing about that movie.
No, they made it because
Pierce Brosnan's in it, right?
Yep, Pierce Brosnan. It's about a woman going to rescue her dad. The guy who did Nonstop is doing it. Comes out next year.
So Vertical Limit, it's the same movie.
Yeah. August 28th from what the company Studio Canal.
Because they own the rights to cliffhanger.
Yeah. An original film.
Every movie they made sucks. They did fucking Morbius. They did Kraven the Hunt. Remember Kraven the Hunter? Anybody remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
Anybody remember Madam Web?
Oh,
You guys remember those movies?
I do.
They did I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I did not see the remake. I just watched your review. Your review was great.
Thank you. You don't need to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. Juice. Everybody, they made fun of Jennifer Love Hewitt. I don't know why, but they made fun of her at the premiere. Extreme Ops. No, fuck that movie too. Extreme Ops is terrible.
Oh yeah, actually, now that you said that to this person in the chat, I'll bring that up because that's kind of a funny story. 1 second.
I like Juice. I like Volcano. They produced that. I like the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. I like Urban Legend, Cruel Intentions, Blue Streak. Okay, they produced some good movies. Just nothing now.
Oh, god damn you. Fucking, I don't want to pay for your stupid fucking website.
Exactly.
Anyway, the Roadhouse fight, multiple people want to make a sequel to Roadhouse, and
Well, why?
I don't know.
Did they not see it? I unfortunately had to watch it. And it was fucking terrible. And people shit on the original. Preston, apparently they were saying that Jennifer Love Hewitt is fat. I don't think so. I mean, PHAT.
So Amazon has already started filming Roadhouse 2.
Batista's in it.
And
great.
The director of Nobody is making it. Jake Gyllenhaal, Dave Batista is doing it.
I'm good. I'll go take a nap.
And then author R. Lance Hill is having a big old involvement in the.
Yeah, well, he sued them because he claimed that they use AI to finish it because it was during the strike, and I think he won because he wrote the original under a pseudonym.
Let's just put it there because that's all you need.
That's right.
This is all you need. That's it. You don't need any more.
Exactly, Rich. All 7 people who watch the Roadhouse remake will be excited. What did I fuck up on?
No, I think just some of the insults. It was funny. You're insane. Like the Predator Badlands. I did think she was Michelle Obama, but you're right.
I'm wrong. Does it not look like Michelle Obama? Okay, I guess I'm wrong. Oh, I was going. Oh, never mind. Because I was like, I'll take a nap instead of what. I misunderstood. My bad. I was so excited that I totally forgot that I said that. No, PHAT is pretty hot and tasty for us 90s kids. So Jennifer Love Hewitt is, yeah, she's fat, but she's PHAT, not FAT. But everyone's like, she's fat. I'm like, no, she's not. What are you talking about? She got a fat ass. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. These fucking idiots.
One quick a recommendation for anyone out there. If you never tried this, definitely try out Shirley Temple 7-Up.
Uh-oh.
It's only around in the holidays, but this tastes really good. It's like a good version of like Sweet Tarts or something.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. D-Man. These weirdos are fat shaming when the people that are making fun of her are probably 400 pounds, and they haven't seen their dick in 2 years, and they can't leave their house because they're embarrassed about how fat they are. But yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt's fat. Got it.
So the director didn't come after Nobody 2, but he's going to direct Roadhouse 2. Well,
they paid him more money. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Probably what it was.
But I'll end it for tonight. We're almost at 3 hours. It's about almost 10:30 here at night. First, I want to thank Fabio for taking this time. It was great to hang out with you, talk with you.
Of course, anytime.
Definitely have to make this a once in a while thing at the very least. So it was a lot of fun. A lot of people, they're big fans of you. A lot of nice words. So thank you to people in the chat for saying that.
Greatly appreciated.
For me and my channel, folks, I upload stuff every day. YouTube doesn't always send it out, so just chip back on a daily basis. I'm just going to wait about a minute. I know some people are having some nice words for you, as you richly deserve.
Thank you.
You're a good guy.
No, Chase, I do not watch Candace Owens because Candace Owens is a crackhead. There's that.
But thank you guys. Take care. Friday night lives will probably be the next time I stream, because I'll be very busy this week. We'll be watching, I believe, Axum.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll have to tune in for that.
But yeah, a lot of good people. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Be careful out there. It's a crazy world, but just keep your head on straight. Take it day by day, like a wise man once said.
Stay strapped or get clapped.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
See you.